Hello there, travelers. Welcome to the Story Sword. In this session, secretly, this whole adventure is just a cover for Emberstone scouting their gig locations, I would say. The Wink and Kiss being one of them. So, let's jump right into the recap. Once upon a time, our adventuring party had gotten rid of what seemed to be the last of the raiding orcs. Though their reward was a bit lacking in their eyes, our heroes then set out towards Yartar to stock up on supplies and possibly find some useful information in the city's underbelly. Once there, the party found their way to the Wink and Kiss, the local inn and seemingly also a meeting place for less than lawful types. Drinks were had, music was played, and deals were made, and as such, you now enjoy your free night of rest with a large thug named Drogo guarding the door. So, there we go. I believe where we left off, you were just getting your rest, and are people keeping watch, or are you just all taking a short rest? Long rest, sorry. Just sleeping through the whole night. What's the plan here?
I'm out cold, I think, by now, so,
Yes.
Good luck!
I would like to. We're in separate rooms, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
you're...
are 2 and 2. It's me and you, and it's Wilden, Vic, and Moira, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That is correct.
In that case, I had in my head that I was in a room with Moira, so that would actually change things.
Yeah, let's put 2 drunk girls in one room.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can barge into the room if that makes you happy. But,
No, it's more so about how I wanted to go about watches, because I would have just been like, oh, I will just like watch for the first 2 hours, and then the last 2 hours, and the rest will be fine. But no.
I think that works.
I don't know. I'll just like arrange to be like, well, I want to go about this.
You look like you need a more proper rest right now.
Falkia, by the way, not Ray.
Yes, I will just start, reacting to rain as well in this campaign, because why not? It's fine.
Don't.
My immersion!
It's okay.
My immersion.
It's okay. I mean, to be fair, I'm a druid, it's a natural phenomenon. I did make a lot of rain recently, so
Yeah,
all
it's
in all,
being too drunk to remember.
all in all, one could make an argument for it. Even
Hey, Thunder
with-
Girl.
Yes, I'm the Thunder Girl and Lightning Girl right now. But she'll kind of look at Bio and feel like, you look like you need to sleep it off first. So how about I will stay up a little bit. I have some things to do anyways, and I will, and try to, like, once you are done sleeping in the morning, try to wake up a little earlier maybe to check that everything is okay.
Yeah.
As in suggesting that I can take first watch, you can take last watch, and the middle watch, let's hope for the best, I guess.
We'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. That works out. I'm assuming that. Well, actually, no, I'm not assuming that. Yeah, that will work. I'll take like the morning watch.
Okay. So there will be a middle watch then for you guys, I guess.
No.
Yeah, well, there's 2 of us, There's only so much we can do if we want long rest.
Yeah, I got you.
both of
I'm
us.
just checking which watch is
Which watch?
unfulfilled. Yeah, which watch?
Which watch?
For me, Vic is just gonna stare around the room, just scan the room and if anything happens, just kind of give me a slap awake.
Yeah.
Slap.
Yeah.
And what constitutes anything happens?
Anything entering the room,
Right. Okay.
anyone or anything.
Gotcha.
Is there
Single
any...
leaf blows into the room.
Oh!
Is there any sort of, like, movable furniture or something like that?
Yeah, there's like a simple wardrobe in this room. For people who might stay longer and want to like hang stuff up. There's like a little desk and a chair and 2 beds.
Oh, cool. Would it be possible to like, put the chair behind the doors in that like, special way so that
Yeah.
you can't open it that easily?
Yeah, gotcha.
Or is the door lockable from the inside actually?
They are not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
the chair thing.
I will also see. Yeah, I'm gonna imbue the doorknob
Okay.
with a 6-second recorded message.
Nice. Right.
Saying, "Don't come in," really loudly.
Occupied.
so that
You hear
anybody that-
Drogo on the other side. What?
yeah, that's my point.
Yeah,
Poor guy will want to tell you that something is up, and you will tell him to not come in.
Oh no. What if the room is on fire?
It's exactly what it's, but it's gonna be loud enough for it to wake me up, obviously,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and also probably, yeah. So if I hear that, it's like a little alarm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Gotcha.
would like to. I have a little bag of sand in my equipment. I would like to take a little bit of that. Is there actually a window in that room?
Yeah, sure. Room should have a window.
And I would like to put a little bit of like sand in like small little pools in front of the door and like small little pools in front of the window, just so that when I wake up, I can check if anyone's been walking through it.
Mhm.
I don't have any special magic to imbue anything, so we're just doing it the old-fashioned way.
With sand. Okay.
With sand.
So with that, can I get some perception checks for the first watch, please?
Okie dokie.
Oh boy.
Okay. So. How good of you to join, Marlo.
Yeah, I totally didn't forget to join in.
Sure.
Mhm.
So, Vic doesn't really see or hear much. And of course, you are well protected with your doorknob shenanigans. But nor from the window or like the wardrobe or whatever you hear anything. There are some rowdy folks still downstairs, still drinking. And Falkia, you hear the gentle snoring of a slightly tipsy Bayou drifting off to a comfortable sleep. And apart from that, nothing really catches your attention.
Falke is just so on edge because she realizes that this place is a risk for her.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just like, oh, okay. And I think that the whole putting the chair in the door and so on was probably done like during her watch in a way. It's like she sat down for a few
Paranoia.
moments and like kind of stared at the door with like a little bit of too much anxiety. So she
Yeah.
went, okay, no, this won't do. She put the chair there. She's like, is that better?
It's
She kind of moves the table. It's like, yeah, that's good. That's good.
it's
That
a
sounds
new-
good.
it's a new disorder called Charanoia.
Perfect.
God damn it.
So yeah.
Mixed reactions from that one.
But after kind of seeing that, okay, really no one is trying to get into the room. Maybe like looking out of the window for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one is trying to climb into the window. Eventually,
bad.
she will kind of chill. and eventually around the end of her watch, she will also go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so second watch rolls around. Go ahead and roll.
I'm assuming I count as a third watch.
Yeah, sure, you can go ahead and roll. Already, I'll just do everything at once. Roll perception. There you go. Okay. Yeah, not much happens. There is no screaming of "Don't come in" from the doorknob. There is no one climbing up the walls to reach the windows.
No disturbance in the sand.
No, the sand remains undisturbed, as does the chair. The chair.
And the table.
And the table. The wardrobe has
Furniture's in on
moved.
it.
The wardrobe has
will
moved
just-
an inch, though. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh
I
no!
will go sit on the table. Just to be sure they had like more weight on it.
Yeah, you can do that.
I mean, as long as you don't climb into the wardrobe and don't end up in like Narnia or something, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, if this
I try.
if this was Call of Cthulhu, I would make you roll a sanity check right now. But,
Oh my god.
you're going insane. The furniture is all in on it. No, but nothing happens. You do Bayou as you sort of stare out the window absentmindedly in the morning. Pretty early, these figures in matching cloaks come walking in to the inn, bottom floor.
Is there anything recognizable on the clothes?
Not on the cloaks themselves. Make another perception check, if you please.
Of course. 20. Dirty 20.
Okay, what you do make out from these figures is some of them have like their bare arms out, and you can clearly see like some pale bluish skin shining through.
Oh boy. Oh,
And
okay.
with that, go ahead and click that long rest button and
Wow.
reset all your shit.
Haha.
Excellent. Also, Wilden, you should have Frostbite now if you just refresh your character sheet and stuff.
I see it. Thank you.
Awesome. Right, so with that, the day is yours. What would you like to do?
I will, as we wake up, inform. Not saying it again. Fuck yeah. About the cloak characters that walked in.
Does the description of the pale bluish skin ring any bells for me?
I mean, the people who would be looking for you specifically can really be all types of
Yeah.
criminals.
I mean, yes. But even apart from that, does that, because like I travel relatively a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so I assume that I met all kinds of people. So have I ever encountered people within that hue of color? I guess. Because from the description, it sounds like much lighter blue than Bayou is, right?
Yeah, a little bit. It reminds you of some of the folks you've seen around Riverguard Keep.
Okay. So chances are still kind of water inclined.
Yeah,
All
maybe.
right. I mean, I will kind of, I will look at Bio and be like, is it just me or does that sound awfully familiar? Thinking back to Riverguard Keep.
aren't we a long way from Northgard Keep though?
I mean, we are, but also isn't the Yartar like around the river?
Yeah, it would be easily accessible by boat, I guess, but they're a long way
So-
from home still.
I mean, however, it would make sense. It's the biggest city. I mean, they do need to, get supplies and things that you can't buy in down south. So it
True.
would make sense, I guess.
But why would they stay in an inn? Most people, I mean, the pirate ships I've been with would most preferably stay on the ship, except like we wouldn't like to stay out very long.
Well, I mean, they were coming in or going out.
Coming into
Yes.
the inn
Yeah.
quite early in the morning.
So,
As
yeah.
well as cloaked, which is quite remarkable.
I mean, well, to be fair though, I think they would pull quite some attention without cloaks, at least to a degree.
True.
Especially if they because if you remember, there were quite a few of them who had, I think, like seashells and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
is easily recognizable, perhaps.
I guess not all of them are as proud of it as I might be.
And another thing is about they're coming to the inn now. I don't think it is that they want to stay for the night, but I mean, we ourselves have seen that there is business going on in this place. So perhaps they have some business to attend to with the proprietor or someone else in here.
What if we are the business they're here to attend to?
Well,
Because, I mean, I literally asked the lady to bring me into contact with some of the
That-
folk here.
that would also be a possibility.
On Wilden's request, of course.
I mean, as I said, that
What?
would be also a possibility.
You typed, ask if there's some way for us to earn coin, so I asked if there was some way for us to earn coin, and
Yes.
it sounded like that might involve some shady shit, but like, you
It's
know,
not the type of coin I had in mind, but sure.
you need to be more specific. Especially with someone coming from a pirate ship.
Fair enough.
I mean, if they're coming for us, all the better that you have me with you, I suppose.
I mean, yeah. Especially given that, to be fair, you are kind of an official business from their boss, right?
Right. I already kind of. She just asked me to get the. Would she
She?
want us to kill? They? It?
Yeah, you remember the guy,
Oh.
the bald-headed
the-
barnacle boy who, your dad,
Oh.
basically. It's
Yeah,
not canon. It's not your dad, but you know who I mean.
The lady you remember just brought you to him.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm getting them confused. Genders are a social construct anyway. But.
You are not wrong.
But, who specifically did he want us to wipe out again?
Basically all of the fire cult, especially quote unquote the Red Woman.
Right.
Which is not Melisandre.
No,
At all.
It's not Game of Thrones. Wizards of the Coast. Completely different universe.
Right. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It would be odd for them to try and wipe out someone who might be a big chess piece in their game.
So what are you doing?
I want to go to the other room where we're at. And,
Okay.
Does the
just to meet up there.
door
and,
not still do the thingy?
inform them about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I mean, I expect that we knock first.
Sure. Well, you go out of your rooms. Drogo is no longer there. But there is a small flower in front of the door
Ooh.
where Wilden and Moira are sleeping.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Well, it does seem that at least one of them has a fan.
It's my rose, of course.
Yeah. No, it's Vix.
I'm sure it is. But I mean, is there a note with the rose or something?
Not really. Just
Mm.
it's not a rose either. It's just a small flower. It's kind of
If
this.
they do knock, though, I will shush Moira like, shh, like quiet.
I'm still out cold, sleeping,
Okay.
buddy.
She's just like,
No, no worries.
shh, and then she's still sleeping. Yeah. So what do you?
Loudly snoring probably as well.
There is
so-
no answer at the door, and you hear snoring. What do you do?
Guys! Wilton! Vic! Vic! Wake up, Wilton! It's us!
Hey!
Oi!
No response.
God damn it!
Ah, you dick.
Don't be a dick. I will turn into a goddamn spider, climb inside.
Before you open the door, what the
If you-
fuck?
Yeah, I will just, I will go to a big spider, climb through the keyhole,
Wow,
and get in. They're like,
that's so petty.
you're up.
The second she does that, I want to just like hands in my pocket, just like kick open the door.
No,
Make a
No,
strength
like-
check,
no.
God damn it.
Okay.
and you turn into a spider.
I would just like to reiterate that was just a joke.
Okay, because
it was more of Valkia saying that to the doors, kind of in
yeah.
a whispered, hushed tone. He's like, "God damn it, Wilton, Clara, are you okay?"
Come on in.
Can I still kick open the door?
Sure, make a strength check.
I
Is
mean,
that
they did say to come on in.
Knock.
Yeah, the door swings open with a loud boom, and you're fairly
Morning.
certain. You're fairly
Oh,
certain you've
God.
kicked it off its hinges slightly.
I wasn't what I
God.
meant. Wrong side of the door that I kicked. I'm sorry. I thought the angels were on the other side.
It was already like
And
that.
you break the door.
Listen, man. It's good morning.
Yeah,
Moira's
okay.
still sleeping. That's
And I'll just turn around and put the pillow over my head like that.
No.
No, I don't think she's sleeping anymore.
Really slowly. I want to get like really, really close to Mora. Really, really slowly. And then just
But
begin very loudly.
before you do it, can I show the pillow in her face?
Okay, will she?
What?
I would like to just to push the pillow in by his face before
Sure.
she gets too
Well,
close.
can I make a stealth check to see if she even notices me?
Sure.
The thing was that I wanted to walk over
Sure.
really quietly.
Sure. Make a
What
stealth
do I have
check.
to roll?
Make a perception check with disadvantage because
What?
you're just listening.
How do I do? Oh wait, yeah, no.
Okay.
And feel
Yeah,
this.
easily. You hear the floorboards creaking and you're just like smush. Pillow into Bayou's
What
face.
the fuck, man? Go.
Get nothing to you too, lassie. Now just
Morning.
fuck off.
Come on, no sleeping in. It's boring. Let's go.
Wow. You clearly don't know musicians,
Nope. But that's okay.
which is
She
funny.
will just slowly wake up and take all the time she needs.
Yeah. Your hair has a bit of a cowlick.
what's a little fire into you two? I mean, coming in here, breaking the door down, and. Something
Oh,
wrong?
we these I was actually originally coming to come and tell you about these folk I saw not barging in, but like walking into the inn, cloaks, bluish skin, which is a little bit alarming.
You hear behind you, "What happened to my door?"
Oh,
And you
I pay for it. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it.
I cast
I'm-
mending on the door.
Oh, thank you.
Nothing happened to the door.
Clearly,
what the big guy said.
the proprietor is just like, as you were then, and he just nods, goes back downstairs.
Right, that's actually pretty convenient. Means I can kick down more doors without feeling guilty about it.
I
Um,
hate it.
I'm not gonna bail you out every time, but what 4 cloak figures? Okay, you were saying?
Yeah, the four cloaked figures came into the. I'm doing this in a harsh tone, right? I'm not actually fucking yelling this through the entire inn. Not that stupid. But I was saying, yeah, some cloaked figures. these blue skin came into the inn quite early in the morning, actually.
Right. Maybe they're
Yeah,
having
but-
breakfast.
Yeah, but like, blue skin is as so far hasn't really been our lucky skin color aside from like me.
Well, it's argumentative, but let's go down and have some breakfast and see what the day entails.
Sure.
I mean, we're not going to try and hide from these folk, right?
Not right out of the gate, but you know, I wouldn't want to pull too much attention to us with them in the building.
Well, don't knock any more doors down. We'll just have breakfast.
That is a very tall demand, but sure.
It's a tall order. Right, so you step out of the room, over the flower that's on the floor.
Hey, there's a flower here.
Moving on.
Myra, I think you have an admirer.
It's like, oh no, just, I swear to God, if it is that Drogo lad, no. It's a beautiful flower, though.
Yeah, it's
We'll
like a
just pick up the
small,
flower.
small blue
She'll
flower.
just put it in her her jacket.
Nice. Visibly?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Ooh.
If you do that in game, she will put it in your hair.
I mean. Ooh.
Sure. You know, if you want it, you can also just ask it, since you just put it in your hair.
Well, we both know that it was either meant for you or me. So why is she?
I mean,
getting it?
if you want it, that's fine too.
No, she
I
will.
will. No, I will pull it out of my hair and I will put it into Wilden's hair.
All right,
You look fabulous.
Cute. It suits you.
it's meant for me anyway.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Someone's gonna be thoroughly confused.
I just
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
whispered to
to be
Bucky,
fair,
I think it's
I
been a
do
while
pull it
since-
out of my hair and just kind of put it on my lapel.
Mhm.
to be fair, they didn't attach a note,
Yeah,
and he is in the same room.
that's
So
true.
you know, maybe next time they will actually write to whom the flower is.
Mhm. To whom it may concern. So you head downstairs, and you can clearly see by you that these cloaked figures are just kind of staring you down.
Ooh.
Oh
Good
yeah,
point.
I in a very, very hushed tone once said to Wilden, "Oh yeah, me and Valky kind of discussed. They might be the folk that come looking for us specifically. So we'll see."
I will just add in a hushed tone, or why hushed tone? I will just add in Wilden's head. You know, remember Riverguard Keep?
Very well.
They did seem kind of same hue as some of them, supposedly. Just so
That's
you
good
know,
news. Yeah, that's good news.
is it? Is it
Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm.
You do realize that you kind of got a task that she didn't do yet.
Oh well, she better get on it then.
But fucking
Wow.
chilling.
Nice.
Question: are you answering to Valkia out loud, like in a whisper, or in the head? Because she does allow you to answer.
No,
the-
like I'm talking. Like it looks like I'm talking to myself in a way.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, in Wilden's defense, Bayou's been a bitch last time.
I mean, yes, that is very true. And they called me a bitch.
You're all a bunch of
That's a whole
bastards.
different story.
You're all a bunch of bastards.
But,
I'm nice.
Debatable.
let's get some breakfast, and there's nothing more than I love than a good mystery. Let's see if these guys are just gonna stare the whole time, or they're gonna interact. That I say in my head to you.
Okay.
If they keep staring at us, I am going to make this a staring competition, and I am going to stare them down.
I look at Wilden. I go, well, shall we breakfast? Is that kind of like, you know, the way you can like kind of link your arm with someone I kind of just do that to Bayou to kind of like she can continue her staring contest, but I just kind of want to lead her to the table. with
Yeah,
us.
they're not really
So don't bump into anything.
they're not really reciprocating your stare. It's they're just kind of looking at you and then just having some hushed conversation, then looking at you again.
That's what I thought.
Is Drogu here or is he not?
Drogo is currently not here.
Okay.
You said that they are having hushed conversation.
Mhm.
Is there any chance whatsoever to get like at least little bits of it?
Make a
If I
perception.
try. Yeah, okay. Probably not.
No,
Never mind.
It's hard. It's hard to making anything out.
Mhm.
So you have a seat, and one of the servers comes up. Right? What'll it be?
Some good meat and anything against a hangover for, and I'll just like slap Moira on the back, like, for
Ah!
this lady.
Right. So mead.
What is your what is your breakfast offer?
Ah, right. Well, we have bacon, some eggs, some jugs of milk, some bread.
Ah,
You
I
like
would
milk?
love Yes, I would love some milk.
Is it fresh?
Bread. Oh well, good question.
The guy just kind of goes, eh,
Okay,
Few
no
days.
milk then.
few days. We don't have cows that close by, really.
especially with the orc attacks on the farmsteads. Not too
Yeah,
far.
right.
Yeah.
Do you also happen to have tea?
Think I can muster some tea. Yes.
Tea,
Let's
bread,
have
and
bacon and eggs and tea
Yeah.
all around, and some mead for the.
Not tea's fine.
Okay, just
And-
tea
and
and a side
bread.
of mead.
and bread for the table as well, of course.
For the table, yes.
Yes, for the table.
All right, coming right up. So he.
Kind of,
Yeah. Go ahead.
kind of, you know, looking at Moira and Bayou's like, yeah, they do also need to eat, actually.
You
The
can
hush
prob-
conversation that these guys are making, is it very obvious that the hush conversation is about me since they keep looking at me?
Yeah, since they keep looking at you, yes.
Okay. Then I will calmly eat my breakfast, and if
Oh.
they still like staring at me once we're done, I'm gonna walk upstairs.
I will tell the waitress that those gentlemen over there are paying for breakfast.
Make a deception check.
Also,
Can I help him?
I mean, in the state you're
Yeah,
in,
I mean,
how do you help him? Explain how you help him.
I'll wink at him and give him bardic inspiration.
Sure. Use a what's that? A D6?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I try and help him by saying? I mean, look at the way they're
There you
staring at
go.
us.
Five it
Only-
is.
Oh
makes
no,
sense.
a D8. My bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, roll a D8. You get a reroll.
Oh, I hope it's an 8.
Okay, it's a
9 total.
She, the waitress just goes, right. Well, here's your breakfast. That'll be a gold.
I'll just toss her a gold
Thank you.
and a silver with that.
No, thank you.
They were supposed to pay for breakfast.
quick
Really
question.
think she was gonna wait.
Quick question. Are they, like, you know, especially now that we are kind of sitting on a table, so probably not just straight up on directly next to each other, but like, you know, moving around a little bit maybe.
Mhm.
Are they staring specifically at the Bayou or at the whole group?
Sometimes at the whole group, but mostly they seem to be interested in Bayou.
Okay. All right. I just kind of, you know, pull my hood deeper down and eat
Okay.
and pretend I'm not there.
Once I'm mostly done, I will pick up the side of meat we ordered with the food, and I will go over to their table.
All right.
And I will just kind of set it down. How many of them are there?
There's like 7 in total.
Yeah, no, 6 Fuck.
It's
Okay,
like
I will just.
it's like a large table. There's
I'll
a-
have Vic following at her side.
Sure.
Okay. In that case, I will chuck it myself because I'm not gonna put it like in the middle of them. It's kind of weird. So I'm gonna just chuck it myself and put it down, and I'll sit down with them, and I'll say, "Good morning."
There's one of them, which, yeah, seems to be not really the warrior type per se, but he just looks up at you. Morning.
What brings you fine folk to an inn like this?
Well, let's just say a specific person sent us to check up on some ongoing business, you know. See how
right.
things are going with a certain hot-headed woman. Does that ring any bells?
I mean, let me think here, and I'll take an excruciatingly long time to think, and I'll. Business is going.
I'm sorry, say again, you cut out for me.
I'll say to them, how do you think the business is going so far?
Well, not very well, since she's still alive, according to our spies.
Right, and please do inform me, how is that a problem?
Well, it was supposed to be your job, wasn't it?
Ah, right. So, tell me, how many of you have done this job yet and succeeded?
Well, clearly, I mean, someone of your stature would be much better suited for this than us. We have other things to attend to.
So, then why don't you leave someone of my stature to do my job?
Well, we would if it weren't for the fact that you're clearly fucking it up, and Mr. Shatterkeel wants results.
Right. So apparently he doesn't inform me very well. So let me inform you something here real quick. We are kind of having to deal with more than just this lady herself. Of course. So we are kind of making our way around, trying to make sure that when we go for this lovely lady's head, we don't get interrupted by little side bullshits like this conversation right here.
Alright, fair enough. Do as you wish.
Fine. Lovely. Do they have drinks on their table?
Yeah, some of them. Some of them are
I'll
having...
take one, and I'll take it back to my table.
Okay, one of them will try and stop you.
Sure.
Sir, excuse me.
What do I roll?
Make a strength... yeah, this is a grapple,
try
so it would either be like athletics or acrobatics.
We will do athletics, thank you.
Sure. Okay. One of them firmly grasps your arm and takes the drink from your arm, then sort of holds your arm a little longer, and then just reluctantly lets it go and goes back to his drink.
Just look at him and say, that's no way to treat a lady now, is it? And then we'll go back to my table.
Fuck off, he says.
Well, they seemed rude.
I spit on the table. I don't know if it's on him. I'll spit on the table and I'll go back to my table.
I'll have you know that the Crushing Wave are very much for equality, so...
I'll let you know that I don't give a flying damn.
You don't give a golden damned.
Too soon.
Fuck sakes.
I mean, it's still alive, just not the crew.
I should remember that, actually. No, I will go back to my table and I'll just say to the rest. They don't seem very pleased with how long it's taking us to kill this red lady.
They wanted us to kill the red lady?
Oh, yeah, they wanted me to kill the red woman.
Who's that again?
The fire coal chick. One of the 4 kind of coals that we're trying to juggle here.
Yeah, it's gonna take Moira a very long time to understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 4-way thing. Read the book sometime.
Yeah, just...
No, I know,
So,
but
like-
he knows.
You know, all the calls we met so far, there's just like 4 of them, and we're trying to, you know, it's a little bit of a, you know, hassle.
Ah, right.
I didn't realize they put a timetable on you to complete a task.
Nor did I. I mean, I would assume that they would understand that stuff like this doesn't just happen overnight.
All right.
So what do you
At
do?
any rate, I don't think me talking to them did any good, so I might have to get on that at some point.
I mean, they could do it themselves. They're whining about
They
it not.
Go ahead.
No, I said if they're whining about it too much, but that's all.
I mean, if they have to send out, if they have enough folk to go send out to go babysit me, I feel like they would have enough folk to just send over to this lady house. Apparently they don't, so I don't know why they're on my back about it. Because, you know.
Seems like they found you pretty easily.
Yeah, that too. Kind of concerning.
Do you have to say some bad things about their face?
I should remember that for next time. I will. They did have quite ugly faces.
Ah, perfect. That will work.
So, is an ugly face like an actual like must to make jokes about their faces? Or is it just like,
No,
you know,
not
good
really.
leverage?
It just helps, I guess.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It's inspiration.
Yeah, like that. She's clearly not awake yet.
You're doing good, but you don't really hold your liquor very well, do you?
I mean, I had a little bit too much fun yesterday, so, no, not really.
More practice then. Sure.
I'll keep you on that one, lassie.
Well, done. So, how long are we planning to stay here exactly?
I was just wanting to see if we can make some coin and possibly gear up a bit.
I mean, so far I think they just said us to hold tight here until someone who has coin to offer comes by.
Tim, what will we know about the actual government of Yartar?
Most like small towns would have like constables running it. This size of city, it's smaller city still, but you know this would have more of like a baron. And you do recall passing by like a large town hall the evening before. That might be something to look into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I want to check that out.
Okay. Are you all heading out then?
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Also keeping an eye out for any shops or markets along the way as well.
yeah, about that. As you exit the Wink and Kiss, which is right up on like the market square, it's still a little early in the morning, so not all of the stalls are like thriving per se, but you do notice one thing in the market square that wasn't there the day before, and it's this little wagon, which has this little awning in front of it, and hanging from hooks are all these interesting looking curiosities, and it has writing on the side of it, this wagon. It says T. Winkleton, Arcane Curiosities.
I run.
Towards it, I'm assuming.
I run after him.
Yeah, towards that.
I calmly walk.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
So,
Oh, I run with him.
okay. What's happening? Run. Interestingly enough,
I run like a kid chasing the ice cream. The ice cream vendor.
Oh man.
down the street.
I'm after like a mom who's trying to not lose her kid.
Makes sense. So interestingly enough, this cart seems to be set up for display and seems to be like open. And any fuck. It seems to be open. And I couldn't find the
It's
words,
okay.
so you know.
It's okay.
But there doesn't seem to be anyone nearby. So stuff's just like kind of hanging there.
I started inspecting this stuff without touching first.
Okay. So you can see all kinds of things from these different types of like rods and stuff and different kinds of armor. Really, there's a vast array of different types of magical items.
Hello? Mr. Teetinkle? What was his name?
It was the wagon was labeled T. Winkleton, so like the initial
Close
T
enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
and then Winkleton.
T. Tinkleton. T. Winkleton. You here, sir? Madam.
You hear from inside, "What? What do you want?"
Exchange goods, and services, and
Oh, right.
ideas.
Right, a customer. Just a moment. And you can see this little latch in the door of the cart, opening. And
I
there's
have my gun ready just in case
Okay.
I recognize this dude.
You okay? So you take the gun out and
No, it's just my hands on the
Yeah, okay.
the handle.
you see this fellow, a very stereotypical wizard. Maybe not much to your characters, but you know, to us as players.
It's cool.
And you can see that it's just like he
It's
has
my idol.
he has spectacles on, but it's just like he's squinting his eyes, and he can't really see anything, especially since you're like so small. He's just like looking over you. Hello? Hello?
Down here, sir. Down
I
here.
just point down to Wilden.
Oh, right. He just goes like, "Oh, what are you doing here, young man?"
Just perusing your fine wares, and yeah.
Right.
Can you tell me about some of the things you got here? I mean, I
There's-
see these
There's
rods
more
and-
inside if you want to browse. And he just kind of swings open the door and just steps outside, and you can see that inside this wagon there's like rows of shelves further stacked with all kinds of stuff. You see like scrolls poking out of places, and
I'd still like my mouth drops a bit, and I turn to Bayou and I say, "Don't lose me in there."
Mommy.
Sure. Okay. I'll keep a stern eye on Wilden, and also
Mom?
on Wilden's pouch.
Mom, I'm scared.
okay.
Can I like wait? Do I have something like that?
Don't get many children visiting me these days.
Not a child,
I
sir.
have-
A fully grown gnome.
He
I have.
he squints at you and is just like, "Oh, a gnome, eh? Right. I didn't see."
Yes,
I-
and go ahead.
I have a tent. Can I take out one of the poles, tie a little ribbon to it, and then stick it in the back of Wilden's backpack?
I will
Yeah.
not be subjected to such childish shenanigans.
Fine.
Great.
I'll put it back in my backpack.
Just
That's
keep an eye on me.
Follow the guide.
I will.
Yeah,
It would have been a lot easier if you would have been going along.
I step inside.
Okay.
I'll go with them.
Yeah, so basically this man has every common and uncommon magic item there is to find.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Do you
Yes.
have any magical rings, perhaps?
Yes, I think so. Let me look around. And he just starts digging and digging through chests. Let me just, you know, go over to my filters. Fucking hell. Let me see if I can actually put that in as a filter. I don't think I can. Fuck me. Okay. Maybe if I do it this way. Ah, yes. Yes, I have a few rings here for you. Let's see. Ah, yes, there's this one. It's a ring of jumping. It allows you to jump a lot further if that's what you'd like. I also have this little ring of mind shielding, which I'm not sure if anyone ever wanted to read your thoughts, but should you like to shield yourself against such things, then I don't think you'll need this ring of swimming, though. You seem quite adept at such things, being
No.
a genasi and all that.
Right.
You being
I was
recognized
also-
as a genasi, by the way, is not very common, to your
Yeah,
knowledge.
it's already like, right. I was more so looking for anything to help me against, in battle. Or with drinking, that's also a good option. But I doubt you have much of that.
Any rings to help her resist any sorts of damage, perhaps? Protection?
Not that I have here.
I'll show him the ring of fire resistance that I have to kind of be like something like this.
Oh, right. That's a wonderful item you have there.
Yeah, it's very lovely.
And it just
I'm looking
goes,
for someone with something with similar like properties.
right. I don't have such things right now, but I can fetch something for you.
Oh,
Well, if you pay in advance, then I can fetch it for you, and you can come back at a later time.
what would
You make a deposit,
count
you
as a later
see.
time?
Well,
Yeah, of course.
give me at least a 10-day. Some things might take longer to acquire.
Right. Specifically, I'm looking at something hopefully that could protect me against air, probably.
What? What do you mean?
Or,
From behind her, just cloaked and all, but just voice of Valkia says, she means lightning. Lightning,
Yes.
perhaps the thunder.
I forget that that's how D&D works. I said it out loud and I was like, hold on.
Oh no, fourth wall!
Wow.
You already broke down doors today. Do not break also fourth wall.
Right, let me just check for a moment.
Meanwhile, DM, I'm just going through shelf by shelf by shelf by shelf.
Yeah,
I'm
just
looking at everything, looking for blueprints, looking for anything I might find interesting.
you can
While I'm
basically
talking to this guy, I'm slowly shimmying with him to like make sure that he's in my view.
right, so you can basically look through all the magic items on D&D Beyond, and he has all of the common and uncommon ones. at a
Who
certain
is this
price, of
man?
course. I'm
Who
sorry,
is this man? Who is this man?
Mr.
So
T.
much.
Winkleton.
I would probably ask him, like, how do you accumulate such a vast variety of objects?
Well, I'm a collector of things. You know, artifacts.
Interesting. You willing to trade object for object?
Perhaps. Just tell me what you like to have when you found something.
Very well. And I'm running.
I would actually like to show him the storm boomerang that I have.
Right.
Um,
And he
tell
just
him,
at
like-
that time, as you take out the storm boomerang, he takes out this orb that he has. I found something for you. This is an orb of shielding. It shields you against, specifically in this case, thunder and lightning.
Oh. And how much would that cost me?
This one just kind of weighs it in his hand. This one will be about 70 gold.
Right. I actually have something you might be interested in looking at. We can discuss prices after. I'd like to show him the storm boomerang and say, you know, it did something really cool the first time I used it, but after that it hasn't really done much.
Let me take a look at that.
Here you go.
He takes another pair of spectacles and puts them over the other ones. And it just kind of looks at it. Ah, yes. This seems to be completely inert. It has to be recharged within an air node. Now, if you were in the plane of elemental air, that wouldn't be much of a problem, but yet, here we are, in the material plane, so alas, it's useless.
Oh, fuck. I'm assuming it wouldn't have any worth to you then.
I can take it off your hands as if it were a normal boomerang.
No, be good.
If one were to create such node on the material plane, would
That
that
is-
be possible?
He just kind of looks puzzled for a second. I suppose it would. Though it is nigh impossible. You need a tremendous amount of power to do such things.
Right.
Valkyria just slowly turns her head to the spear behind
Oh
her.
no.
Just slowly turns back. It's like, right. And also, she would like to kind of throw a glance at Wilden and in his head say, is it just me, or this seems a little weird? Are we sure that he's not selling fakes?
Does it look to me like they're fake at all? Yeah.
You can make an insight check if you'd like.
Insight or Arcana?
Or Arcana, yes. Insight would be more the person
I
selling
mean,
them.
actually,
Yes.
actually, can
Yeah,
I make
I'm-
insight?
I'm definitely just studying objects.
Yeah, you do
here.
the objects for with Arcana, and you do the insight. Okay.
Natural 20.
Excelente.
Jesus Christ.
15
So
on the guy.
the items all seem pretty magical to you, and you do know, yeah, you get the sense that some are more powerful than others, sure, but they all seem magical. And this person, Mr. Winkleton, seems fairly academic and like cold, calculating, factual. It doesn't seem like the person that would just kind of swindle you out of your money.
Okay. I was just a little worried, especially because, you know, he suddenly found the thing that Bayou wanted. So I was a little wary of that.
Right. I also have this little potion of lightning resistance. Should you be inclined to use things like that? Are you a
for
potion
me,
drinker? You seem like a potion drinker.
Any
I'm
potions
a
of
drinker
healing?
for
He's
sure.
a drinker for sure. A bit drinking, actually. I like to drink a lot. Do you have something that could help me with that?
Oh my god.
She doesn't have the stomach for it yet.
No, I do, but it's just
I pat her on the shoulder. It's like, okay, it's okay. I'll practice.
she will pet you on the head.
I have heard about a peculiar item relating to being drunk. I do not recall if I have it here. Let me look around.
If you don't have that one, I've been looking for a death whistle for a while now.
What on earth is a death whistle?
Uh,
Oh no.
well, it's just something like a normal whistle, but once you do it on it, it will just screech a horrifying scream that
That's the
will just
thing I
scare
showed
the
you.
shit out of people.
Ah, here it is. And he just pulls out this sort of like copper. Actually, no, this old wooden amulet. No, it is actually copper. I'm sorry. It just smells like wood. From out of a few scrolls that are just lying there in these shelves. This does anything but help you with against being drunk, but it does help the drunkard occasionally.
I will poke it.
It's an amulet.
So, what does it do?
Well, whenever you drink, you might instead feel better instead of worse.
What's the price?
This one, He just takes the spectacles again.
Another set of spectacles.
No, not another set. Not another set. Fuck, hang on. I'm just looking through the rules here. This one is 250 gold.
Yes, no, that's not gonna work. I don't have that much money.
Well, I travel around a lot, and sometimes I'm in larger cities. Sometimes I stop by smaller towns. But to be honest, I haven't been in a smaller town in quite some time. There's not many people looking to buy these curiosities of mine.
Hold on for that. Hold on for that one for me. Just please.
I
don't do reservations, but I'll try.
walk up to the counter with several objects, wanting to know the prices on them.
Okay. What are the objects?
One is a shield +1. One is a bag of holding. One is a cloak of protection.
Right.
And,
The right. The +1 shield is 120 gold. And then you said bag of holding.
and a cloak of protection.
Right. The bag of holding is 200 gold. The cloak of protection is 180 gold.
Okay.
I should probably put that in chat before I forget. What did I say? Shield +1.
120 for the shields, 200 for the bag of holding, and
Yeah.
180 for the cloak. Any potions of healing by chance?
Well, of course. Hang on, let me just find them. Translation. Let me just find them in the app.
Yeah,
Take your time.
I'm definitely buying a couple things here.
Healing.
Take all my money.
Take all my money. Which one do you want? A normal one or a greater healing one? I have
Possible.
two of each.
Great.
Well, the normal ones are 50 and the other ones are 120.
Okay.
Uh,
50 and 120.
what was
Okay.
I doing? Bag of holding is 200 gold, and then the cloak of protection, 180 gold.
A while back, Bayou, I think you gave me this fire opal.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, right.
I also
So-
have one.
That thing.
That was worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going
So,
to do this. 120 you said for the greater healings?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there more than one cloak of protection here?
I have two.
Okay. Righty. Okay, I will take bag of
Aha!
holding.
And he just pulls out this bony looking thing from below, like a few pouches, and all the pouches clatter to the floor of the cart, and just kind of, is this what you were looking for? And he just kind of extends this flute made out of bone to Moira.
And how much was that one?
Yes.
The flute?
The flute is 100 gold.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the two cloaks,
Right.
the shield,
360, 480. Yep.
all 4 potions.
Right. Okay, you do the math. Fuck it.
Okay, and you said the flute was 100?
Yes.
Okay, I'm at 920.
Right. I am going to
And-
have to restock soon. At this rate.
Yeah. I had obviously the flute to. I'm gonna give him the fire opal.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. And he just he
May-
looks at
may
them
I-
with his 2 sets of spectacles. Pretty.
What were you gonna say, Valky?
I was going to say that if the listing of your stuff is done, maybe before you finish up the trade, can I also ask for some stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So
What
that we can maybe do it
Well,
in
the
one file.
yeah, the cloak. One cloak is for Bayou. I was making one for you, but here's one already done.
Ooh.
Ooh,
And then the other cloak would be for either you or Moira. Up to
Nice.
you.
nice. I kind of meant asking for like different kind of stuff that I think no one asked about yet. Hence, maybe it will be also something that will be interesting for you.
Yeah, I mean, I still got a little bit money left over with this opal.
So I wanted to ask I mean, we already asked about like things that are like for resistance and so on.
Mhm.
But I would like to ask if he doesn't happen to have something that allows storing of spells in it.
Hmm.
You should have.
Like ring of spell storing.
I
Or
don't know if that ring is a common one, but there is a different. I think there's a gem that does it.
I mean, yeah, the spell storing is rare.
But I think there's a gem that's uncommon. Think.
I do have it filtered on common and uncommon, and I can't. If I type in storing, I can't find anything.
I don't think it's called storing. Let me see.
A spell gem?
Yes, I think that's it. Yeah.
Right. This must be super interesting for chat to watch. Shopping episode.
They're gonna have to deal with it. It's magic items time.
Right.
Now, I was going to send you something, but that doesn't help. Then, I don't know. If you can't press it, I'll send a picture if that helps. Those are the spell gems.
Yeah. Oh, I have them here already, but thank you.
Dope.
Yeah. It's like an obsidian one and a lapis one.
Yes, specifically the lapis one.
Right, right.
I mean, if you need a lapis.
Yes,
I
I,
have a
do
lapis.
have one of those. It's 350 gold pieces.
I will put my my fire opal on the table.
Oh god, everyone is pulling fire opals. I mean, to be fair, let's maybe not be hasty. We also might want to get some diamonds. First time. Yes. You know, to stay alive. Everyone.
Man.
Do you happen to sell also normal gems?
I think I have some of those around.
Diamonds, perhaps?
Possibly. And he just kind of, as he does so, it's just kind of stroking his beard and just goes off. Almost diving into one of the shelves.
Oh god.
So, I'm going to keep. Oh, this is for the party. I'm going to keep a smaller potion of healing for myself. Give a potion of greater healing to Bayou. Give a potion of greater healing to Valkia, and give a potion of regular healing to Moira.
Nope.
So how much gold worth of diamonds are you looking for?
I mean, one Revivify is 300 gold, so question is more like how much worth of diamonds does he have?
Yeah, good point.
You see.
I have this big one, and then I have a few of these smaller ones. It's 500 gold in total.
And the big one is worth how much?
Yeah, so the big one will be like a 300 gold diamond, and like multiple smaller ones, there would be like 200 worth of like smaller diamonds.
Valky kind of looks at the party and goes, perhaps it would be a rational choice to get the big one, as you know, some spells come with a price. Some that might keep you from death.
Yeah, it's not very much fun dying. Done it once.
You were right at that.
How fast did they bring you back?
Don't recall.
Right. just like looking at him, it's like,
Not all of the professors were as fond of me as others.
I see. Well, sorry to hear that. Must have been very traumatic for you.
Not really. I don't care much for
never-
people, I care much for things. And people that buy
Never mind
them.
then. Never mind then.
I only have about 80 gold worth left on my portion of this fire opal.
Like I said, I put my opals also on the table,
So
so,
if you
we have
wanna-
another 1,000.
The opal
So
is
if you
on the
wanna buy-
table.
Diamonds for that purpose, I have no issues whatsoever with that.
I
How we
mean,
gotta do this? I want that amulet though.
you still have the amulet that wasn't bought. Technically, there's also the shield still available.
I bought the shield.
Oh, you bought the shield. Sorry.
Okay,
The
so
only thing I didn't buy was the bag of holding.
What did
Oh,
I
yeah.
say the amulet was worth?
some 200 something.
Right. 250. That was
Okay.
it.
My
My mind is a little addled.
the flute for me or not, Wilden?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have.
So then it is 550 of the thingy, so we're 450 left. And the 80 of Wilden's
Shopping.
Okay. And what is counted in that? It's the 300 diamond and,
and
your
my flute.
and your amulet.
My amulets, yes. But,
I mean,
Amulet.
if we were to get also the gem, the spell storing gem, that
yeah,
could
we
be
still have
helpful.
530 gold left. Left. So pick whatever you fancy.
Let me just.
Okay. Turn it off.
Oh,
Oh no.
I was gonna say, like, maybe something that could help you with your disguise thingy, like a hat or something.
Yes.
Do you have that?
do you actually have something that allows
Look.
to change appearance?
You mean like a hat of the skies?
Yes.
Yes, I have one right here, and he just pulls it. Like it doesn't even have to look for it. Just like on a coat rack.
And how much is that worth?
Just kind of sniffs it.
Oh God!
Hasn't been washed in a while.
oh. Oh no!
This one. 180 gold.
That could be useful. So damn it! I just found out the only stupid limitation of the spell gem. The one casting it does actually need to be able to have the spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
Yeah.
weird. It can be from any class list.
Yeah, basically,
What?
It can be, but
but the one
Oh,
who
I
is,
see.
who is using it to cast the spell from there
Mhm.
has to be able to cast the spell. I was hoping to get it for Bayou so that someone can put cure wounds in it, but
Mhm.
but I don't know what else, like what first level other spell
for
we
that-
have that would be
yeah.
super helpful.
You can also see that Mr. Winkleton also has this hat on that has like these constellations on it that are like constantly changing ever so slowly.
What does that hat do?
Oh, first of all, it helps me remember things, and then I can also cast some spells that I wouldn't normally be able to cast. So it's a
Such as?
mystery.
Oh.
It's basically a hat of wizardry,
Oh,
which yeah, you don't know what a hat of wizardry does because fuck you. You're a druid.
oh wow,
Yeah, that's fine.
wow! Thank
Yeah,
you.
because you don't know how to cast
Damn.
identify.
I do, but I'm busy.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I count into the? I guess the more at this point because we're basically buying off of her fire opal at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, I
Um,
spent well, except for 80 gold of mine. But that can be used for whatever you guys want.
I want to say, is there a little bit of more of budget for some, maybe something a little bit more stupid?
So, what did we all get? Like from mine, we got the diamond. We got my amulets. Did you get the gem or not?
No. I am still thinking about the hat, but yeah.
So how much was the hat? Just to keep that in mind.
180?
Yes.
Was it?
Okay, so if that's the case, then we have 350 left.
Also, I mean, if uncommon are the things we are looking for, he doesn't perchance have a rod of a pact keeper, right? For Bayou.
What?
Okay, what? Sorry?
A rod of the pact keeper.
Right.
It's uncommon magical. +1.
It is.
Oh, I got you. Okay. It's what we talked about the DM.
Right. Yeah. I have multiple rods.
Oh boy.
Don't.
Right?
Certified children, don't worry about it.
Oh no. I have 3. And frankly, I do not recall which is which.
Okay, that's problematic.
I mean, maybe, Weldon could have a look at it.
Yeah, I'm over here. Bang, 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 bang. Knocking over things.
Don't break anything.
No, sir. I will go over and have a look at the rods. But I tell the guy if Mr. T. Winkleton, if I identify these for him, so he does remember which are which, will he discount the rod? And I can tell him what all 3 rods are.
That doesn't sound like a good bargain. I'm fairly certain I will be able to do that myself at some point.
All right, then. I'll sit down and begin ritual casting and identify.
Okay. So one of them is an immovable rod. The other is a rod of retribution, which has 3 charges, and you can use a reaction to expend a charge and force a creature to make a dex save, and it fails. If it fails, it takes 2d10 lightning damage. And the third one is in fact a Rod of the Pact Keeper.
I ask him how much for the Rod of the Pact Keeper.
That one, you can see him just kind of squinting his eyes, and just kind of doing like this counting in his head and just moving his fingers like in contemplation. 180 gold.
No discount for previous purchases we've already made?
No discounts. No refunds either. If you're one of those people.
Oh,
Well, okay.
You can't find the amulet because I haven't told you what it is. Oh,
No,
right. I found
know,
it.
I know what it is. I couldn't find it because I had to enable a thingy on the first page of the editor of the character sheet.
Yeah, there you go.
That was the problem. Fixed it.
Well, yeah. We'll take this rod as well.
Okay, so wait, what are we gonna get? Stop.
It's just one thing.
Only the rod.
a Rod of Pack Magic, which is 180 gold. If there is, again, still budget,
170 gold.
80.
Oh no.
180.
No, we have 170
70
left.
left.
Oh. So I'm
Wait,
looking for two.
what? What was the other like when we were on 550?
No, I also removed the hat thingy if you wanted it or not,
Oh,
so it's not counted
yeah.
in this.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm looking for two things. One, perhaps would be a lock, padlock, anything of that sort that could help us be, a little bit more safe whenever we need to. That is a little bit more than an ordinary lock, preferably.
Possibly have that. And as he goes through drawers. I have what's referred to as a lock of trickery. It thwarts burglars and thieves.
How much would that be?
This one is 60 gold pieces.
Right. Well, I just look over more around, just like, it's up to you. Also, I am looking
110 gold left if you want it.
I'm looking for some dice that might put a dice game a little bit more in my favor.
Then you're in the right town, young lady.
Oh yeah.
And he instantly goes over to like a little jar that's on a shelf, and it has like multiple dice inside, and he just takes one out. This should help you. This is 50 gold pieces.
How much?
50.
I mean, still possible.
Did I get this Jasper from Moira? I have a Jasper in my thing that's worth 70 gold.
No, I think you got that from Volkia.
Right, it's the bet one. In that case...
No, it wasn't the bet one. It was after the bet, but it's fine.
Wait, when did I get that Jasper?
Because you were giving something to Wilden because you didn't want to lose him or something like that, and then...
Yeah, it was the bet that we made.
Yeah, but after... Oh, that is that... Okay, yep, then it's a bet.
So we'll keep that one.
I mean, if you want the lock and then that thing, that's still possible.
Is it?
I mean, the lock minus the 170 is 110, so...
Yeah, I mean, if you're up with that, then I will take both. Gladly.
So the other one was 70, right? How much?
50 for the dice, 70 for the lock. I believe.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fine, and I have 50 gold left.
And I'm still looking.
If you still want the hat, you still can get the hat, because I also removed that from the price. So, if you don't want it, that's also fine, then we still have 230 left.
You can also come back later, of course.
No, we're gonna do this right now.
Yes, we are going to do this right now.
I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fully valid.
I would hate for you to only come by once.
Oh no, we'll be back. Don't you worry about it.
2,000 gold worth of materials. Do not get that every day.
Do you happen to have a smoking pipe?
Perhaps.
Blow out figures when I'm exhaling my tobacco. Pipe of smoke monsters.
Yeah. Ah, yes, that one. He pulls one out from it's like in this little box where one would normally store a wand in, but it has like a pipe inside. 50 gold pieces.
Done.
All right.
Well then.
Here you go.
Yeah.
No, that's coming out of my remainder that I had.
Oh, okay,
You
perfect.
still have remaining.
Yeah.
So
still
how much do we
30.
still have to spend?
So
30 from me.
Yeah, it depends. Like, if Volkia wants the hat, 50 from me, otherwise What did I say?
Have I shot
100
myself in the foot?
230.
Find out next time.
DM's nightmare not knowing what items you're giving out.
Oh man, I mean, I'm having to guess at these values, but I hope I'm making a right
I mean,
choice.
it's fine.
In any case, it'll be really funny.
In that case, I will ask, if we're on the subject of like trickery, we've already covered dice. Would you have a deck or cards or anything in that category?
Asking for a friend, Philadelphia.
Wow. Wrong campaign.
This is my characters have a lot of overlap, so leave them be. I am personally looking at the deck of illusions, but if
Yes.
you have anything else, that's also fine.
Aggressive typing.
Yes,
Very aggressive.
I'm taking notes.
I love it.
Nice.
So I spill it at the same time.
Yeah, you can actually come back later.
No.
No, we're doing this now. Then we just have it. We got it over
I
with. It's fine.
I do have a deck of illusions, but it's missing quite a few cards. I found it once.
What does quite a few mean?
It only has 10 cards in it.
So how much for the 10 cards? Holy shit, that's very
Uh.
intense. What did you roll?
I rolled an 11. It's a d20 minus 1. Wait. Hang on. No.
No, it means that you have
Yeah,
three cards left.
it's missing 10 cards, so it still has 24 cards in it.
Okay. I was like, how did you do that?
This one is
Wizard
My
noise.
God.
it's just wizard
Actually,
mumbo
pretty-
jumbo.
Actually, some pretty like convincing wizard noises. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how I sound when I think. When I do math, at least. This is 220 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, do you want the hat? Fuck yeah or not?
Also, I'm not saying that maybe you should look into the Cantor of Endless Water, but maybe you should look into the Cantor of Endless Water.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Well, the thing is, I'm kind of going to items that I think Vayu would know. Because it feels a little bit metagamey to just like ask for specific items that I'm
It
just
is.
like finding on the page.
If
So I
if
don't
you
think
would
I
be
would
like,
know.
do you have something with water? Then it would probably find something.
Yeah, but I don't think I
it's
would
up to your
ask. I'm
criteria.
gonna be very honest. I like set up my questions before we started this whole stuff so
Okay.
that I wouldn't have this. So
Good on you
Yes,
for
it should
using
be.
your character knowledge.
So yes, I would love to have this. Also, I don't think I would think it. But for the deck, fuck yeah, do you want the hat or not?
Well, I have a couple questions. So based on that,
I have
might
several
want to have-
questions.
So, first question. Do you have something that would help me see in the dark?
Let me take a look.
Goggles, perhaps.
Well, yes, perhaps goggles.
Hmm. No, that's not it. Nightcaller, no.
Oh my god.
No, this is it.
I can't handle that mumbling. I can't. It's just too great.
What's over here? No, these are more hats. No.
I mean, we were probably only gonna get one thing, and
The
yeah.
introduction
Aha!
for the session
And it just
like, are we
he
actually gonna
takes
get
out
past-
he takes out some goggles and puts them on his face. Yes, these do seem to be goggles of night. There you go.
Okay, how much would be for them?
150 for those.
Okay. I presume that when my companion asked about healing potions, it comes to reason that if you had something else that helps with healing, like I don't know, ointments or some sort of salve or
Well, I am not really an alchemist, but I'll take a look. Yeah, this could help, I guess. What about this one? Wait, that's the same thing. I don't understand.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Help.
You were just meant to be an old wizard.
Ah!
I think that's what we're getting at today.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. That it just brings tears to
I
my
know.
eyes.
It's really-
Yes, I do have some ointment here for you.
Okay, how much would be for that?
Yeah, it's probably somewhere along the lines of 180 gold pieces. Why does Gustav not have this?
And how much is there of it, if I may ask? As in,
yeah.
how many charges are there?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, this is literally up my alley. I should be able to look at it and kind of like gasp, like, okay, yeah, I can use it for like 5 times or like 3 times.
Well, I have 2 of these jars, and this one is probably you can use it about. It's good for 4 usages, and this one not so much. This one only has 2, and it just kind of chucks it over his shoulder into a pile of stuff.
Oh my god.
Hey, I was
Okay.
in this pile.
Oh
The
boy.
pile was
What?
full.
I'm the pile.
Get out of that pile.
Oh Jesus Christ.
There's
So-
dangerous things in there. Some of the things in there might cut you, and you might never actually return. You might be in the ethereal plane the next moment you know. Get out
How
of
much is
there.
that? How much can I buy that for?
No more of you. Get out.
For those still keeping track of the math, because I am not, I'm very sorry. If Valkia were to get the ointments, and what did you ask for before?
Goggles of Night.
Goggles of Night. How much are we over a budget?
I mean, I can also pay some, so.
No, that's what I'm saying, because I still have a ring that I'm not doing jack shit
Oh,
with.
man,
That's
yeah,
like
but-
worth 250.
A massive budget.
And what drink is it?
Don't want to give her traded her for the fire opal so that I could buy this type of stuff.
Wait,
Oh.
that's the thing you gave me? No, you gave me the 5-pointed thing, didn't you?
No, I gave you the ring.
If
Then I
only
don't
there
think
was something that could magically do mathematics. Something like a calculator or something.
Once
In that
again,
case,
I'm
I
using
cannot
the
help you.
rank
It's
Called an abacus, sir.
Right, an abacus.
If Volkia wants those goggles that were 250, we would have 10
Wasn't
gold
it-
pieces left.
Wasn't it?
And
It was 150.
It was 150.
Never mind.
Yes.
Then we
And
have
the ointment
100 and
and
something.
the ointment was 180.
So you're 70 gold pieces over budget.
You have 30 of mine, so only 40.
No, I already counted those 30 on
Okay, gotcha.
the pile.
Gotcha.
Okay, so and that is with the hat or without the hat?
Without the hat.
Without the hat, and the hat was 180.
80. Yes.
Wonderful. So I would like to buy my hat myself
Mhm.
and pay the whatever is over the top as well. So you said 70 over?
Yes.
So 250 then
Yes.
together with the hat. All right.
And just separate from this whole budget thing, how much did he say the deck was again?
The deck?
Yes.
220.
Okay.
Keep in mind that the dice and the lock were paid for.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, then I'm done for now.
Right. Anyone else?
Teeny tiny question. Volkia, do you want the cloak of protection or can I have it?
I'm currently building another one, so it's gonna take
okay,
some
then
time.
it
But
doesn't
I would be glad to have something.
Sure. Take
Oh,
it.
protection. Thank you.
You make magical items?
yeah, and I show him like the pistol at my hip and my sword,
And Vic.
I see.
and yeah, Vic, my mechanical panther.
Yeah, he puts his 2 pairs of glasses down. Just kind of stares at Vic from like 2 inches distance. And where do you operate from exactly?
Well, it's right now from the heart and the mind, but in the future, we'll have an establishment, a permanent establishment in Red Larch.
Ah. Excellent. I'll keep that in
And
mind.
I'd welcome any trade in the future between our two businesses.
As do I. As long as you do not go diving into piles.
You find the awesomest things in piles.
I know. That's what I do for a living.
Basically, I dump most of the things that are like silver, electrum, platinum, and then the remaining money in gold. And I do pay my 250 out of pocket.
Well, that is just cruel.
Silver is used
To
to
make
magic
another
gold.
pile with.
Yes, you have another pile. You seem to love piles.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
I feel like the 2 fire pools will make up for all
He-
the bother this
He
pile
puts all of the money in like a drawer, and he tries to close the drawer, and you just hear like of all the coins just screaming.
Right. Right.
Anything else?
Alright.
All right then. Pleasure doing business with you. And it just kind of pushes all of you out of the cart. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Seemed strange him pushing us out like that so quickly.
I mean, we paid for the stuff we wanted that we didn't want anything else, so. What did you expect?
Yeah, I know. How's everybody feel about their purchases?
Well, I mean, about that, you said I got the ring from you in exchange for the fire opal?
Yes.
Okay, I will toss you the ring back, and where are we?
Why?
What did you give me?
Why are you giving me the ring
I
back?
didn't give you anything yet.
Okay, never mind. You
I was
said,
gonna give you something, but I was like, not yet. So
I just say, well, since you don't have your part of the bed in bed anymore, here you go. I toss you the ring back.
No.
Yes.
Fine. But
Okay.
this cloak is for you, and also this potion of greater healing. So hold on to that.
Thank you. She will take it.
Put it on.
Bet. We'll put it on the cloak protection.
Okay.
I
You.
feel like I have to tune with that, don't I? Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
So if that is all for now, we should probably take a break. I am so tired of looking things up and fucking up with my voice with that wizard voice. So yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Chat like 10 minutes, maybe 5. I don't know exactly. We'll see you in a bit.
fuck some shit up.
Let's fuck some shit up indeed. We are live again. Hello, welcome back. Just like that. We're doing it live. So, what would you like to do after getting this vast array of magical items? I can only imagine you walking through the streets, carrying all of the shit around.
Yeah,
With
maybe
your
a
cool
trip
new
back to the room
hats.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, having lunch, take like an hour to kind of, touch the things and get acquainted with them.
Kind of want to go to town hall though. Check it out.
Right now, while you're carrying a whole bunch of new items, you don't
I'm
want to
just
get kind of
carrying-
situated.
I'm only carrying one new item, and I don't need to focus on it or anything. It's done, honey.
I would like to.
Okay.
But if you guys want to go back and rest, I will accompany you.
Yeah, I would be up for,
DM question. When we get outside the cart, can I
Yes.
use I forget what this feature's called. My ghostly gaze to quickly look back to the carts and kind of look at what this guy is doing as soon as we get kind of like shoved out of the car.
Sure. He seems to be remarkably fast asleep on a chair. After you literally
Wow.
just left like a second ago.
Wow.
Oh, old people.
Was he human or an elf, DM?
He seemed human.
Oh, we lost someone. We lost Dayu.
Did we know?
Oh
I'll
no.
probably on the way back, since we're I guess going back to the wink and kiss, I will light up my packet with my tobacco and light it up. It starts
Making
blowing
shapes.
different creatures. First one will be like a shape of Vic,
Cool.
like kind of running almost, and then dissipating.
You start huffing and puffing.
Yep, start huffing and puffing, little with a big old smile on my face.
No, buddy.
No, no smile.
Why? Why wouldn't you have smile?
Yeah, I would have a smile.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Bayou back?
Not yet.
What the fuck? Maybe your computer crashed or something. It's very possible.
Probably.
Although she didn't disconnect, so that's interesting.
Maybe just hasn't caught up yet.
Oh yeah, maybe.
No, she seems like she's getting back now. Oh, she's on her phone.
Right.
There she is.
Hello.
Welcome back. So, what would you
I
like?
did reset my Discord, don't worry about it.
Sure. What would you like to do?
I guess we're walking back to the tavern for them to acclimate themselves.
Them?
Yeah, I think that would be it.
I blow a smoke in the shape of a nightshade, kind of slithering.
Yeah.
Aww. I try to pet the smoke, and Nightshade kind of crawls out of my clothes, I guess, and kind of looks at it, and kind of does the tongue thing the snake does at it. Like,
I'm a
I want to
fake.
as soon as we get back, start just like
and I pet real Nightshade a little bit because it seems to be jealous.
Oh no. Nightshade, no.
Oh, buddy, don't worry, it is okay.
Okay. So you you head back into the inn. I should really
I mean,
be
like,
sharing these.
how
with
much
you.
start
time
aggressively
did we
rolling my
spend
dice
there?
like this,
It's getting dark. No, it's not.
Is it like lunchtime?
Yeah, it's probably coming up to lunchtime. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe, having a little bit of rest, maybe after that some food, and then we can head out to the town hall.
Right. Should really be sharing these in the other Discord. Nice.
Ah, yes.
Just like that. um,
I will. Put that one in there.
right. So you head back, and you notice that the cloaked figures are no longer there. So some semblance of peace has returned to the inn.
Ah, all right.
If you get to our room, I do want to start excessively rolling the dice I got just to test it.
So it's 6 every time.
Well, you can decide which number. it
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
So I'll just like be rolling different numbers just constantly.
Hmm.
So now instead of actual random generator, you are the random generator.
Yes, and I will not be very random.
I mean, yes, but one needs to keep up with appearances, so you need
Yeah.
to be a fake random generator. A convenient random generator. Okay, but yeah, I would like to, spend a little time kind of trying on the goggles and looking through them, adjusting them so that the headband would fit snugly around my head and I can kind of wear them even like over the head if I'm not wearing them, or like hanging on the, trying to figure out where they look the best, kind of trying the head a little bit, in the privacy of the room, of course, trying to like change different outfits and looks and like, I like this one. This one is better, and so on. For a moment, I look like Bayou, then I don't.
Awesome.
Bayou or Valkyrie are still around. I'm just really studying their cloak of protection that they got, so I can like kind of focus on the one I'm making
Mm-hmm.
to kind of follow that kind of arcane weave that it takes.
The weave.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, also like trying on the cloak. So eventually you will literally see me like sitting like at lunch, for instance, or around it, sitting next to you with the cloak. So by all means, you can just get in there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
making.
Yeah, I'm just
I was
chewing to the cloak.
making this one first for Bayou, but since we got one, this one's gonna be for Mora.
Hell yes, make it
So I gotta make it a little bit longer
Oh,
than,
that too.
than I was thinking before, but I'll get it done eventually.
Yeah,
Nice.
get the ankles. Don't forget the ankles.
That's
Achilles
where the
heel
war
and
was
whatnot.
Just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Moira will just try to find a way to add the death whistle flute thing to her bagpipes, like take off a part of the
Oh
drone
no.
and then attach it to
Oh
it,
god.
so she can just turn it on whenever she needs it, and like take the drone part and bring it
So
to
what is-
Bayou, and like. So I don't remember a thingy about the bats, but here. This is for you.
Huh?
This is
Wait, what do we do?
very, very special to me. So keep it with you, right? Don't lose it.
Wait, what did you give me?
I gave you a part of my bagpipe, like one
Oh,
of the drone
shit.
tops.
Well then.
Just a
Aw.
part of it.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, you can try to blow through it. I don't know if it will produce flames, but if
I-
it does, then fuck yes.
Just bubbles. It blows bubbles.
Yes,
Nice.
What does that new piece do exactly, Mora?
it screams.
Have you ever heard
Makes it
one
sound
of
like
those in real
that.
life? Because they're an
Yeah.
actual thing, and they are terrifying.
Death whistles.
I'm
They
looking,
literally sound like people screaming at you.
They
I'm
actually
looking
sound like
forward to
someone
scaring the
dying.
shit out of some people when fights about to go down. Yeah, that's. I think I like that.
So the thing about that was they don't sound
does
like you're
fit your
screaming at
subclass.
someone. They sound like someone screaming bloody murder because they're dying.
Yeah, yeah. That.
But I will give her a thing back. It's called a belaying pin. It's basically about the size of a club. A little small.
Oh, what?
It's a
I
ship
think
part.
at least. Hold on. Let me check this because yeah, it's basically about the size of a club. It's a part of a ship that they use to tie a rope around. And I'll say to her, Oh, for resetting this bet, then here you go. It's part of my old ship.
She will just accept it, look at it, like inspect it. It's like, all right, thank you.
And I say, bet says I live longer than you do.
We'll see about that, lassie.
What kind of a bet is that?
It's a
So-
bet that makes sure that you come back for me if I die.
So just
Yeah.
really quickly in between chat, a pirate druid, and you cast Shillelagh on your peg leg to make it a magical weapon.
Yes. Oh god, yes.
That is all. Continue.
I made the Elder at the wrong class.
You know, it's not too late to multiclass.
You have to chop off a leg first.
I can teach you the ways of druids.
I can take your leg.
I don't know if I have anything else.
After tuning to the hat, I would like to actually trigger it to cast Disguise Self. And Valkia will kind of, experimenting with it before a little bit. She will kind of figure out, like, okay, like if I change something to major, like things will pass through it and so on, so it won't be that good. So instead, she kind of just changes it to change her hair color, to make herself just like just her shape in clothes to kind of just a little bit different, right?
Mhm.
Just teeny tiny changes, so it's not too obvious. Mostly like color scheme, is different. Her hair is blonde now.
Ooh.
The hat doesn't look like the hat that is originally. It kind of now looks like this sort of a flower crown on her head. And yeah, she certainly doesn't look, and her hair is like, instead of just these like long, wavy, well, not anymore long, but these wavy bits is like equal length, but just like very, very curly, like this bouncy small locks. So I will try to find a picture for that.
Sure. Your alter ego, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Well, for now, yes, it will be. Yeah, I mean, sure, it will be Elizabeth. I like that.
Hell yeah.
Who has the cloak of tomatoes? Yes. Who indeed has the cloak of tomatoes? Asking
I
the
did,
real
but I
question.
kept falling behind, couldn't catch up.
I hate it. No, don't.
Damn.
Don't ever associate yourself with me again.
I mean, if you just run with your little legs, I think you'll mustard.
Oh god, I'm leaving. Nope, I'm out. I'm quitting D&D.
Puns of the apocalypse.
Also, Brandon, for reference, a fruit wizard is still a druid.
Yeah. I cast animate fruit.
Oh God, no!
Can't you like use the catapult spell on it and like throw them at
Yes.
shit?
Yeah. It's good
I
for
mean, yeah.
for bad gigs, I guess. Right.
But I will turn to Wilden, and I'll say, if you want to reset our bet, that's always an option.
What bet did we have?
The fire opal.
I don't remember it being a bet as so much as it's going to use it for the good of the party.
It's an old pirate tradition. It's a little bit hard to explain.
So what do you want to bet?
Oh, bet is I live longer than you. And I'll take out a little bit of a bag of sand that has a ship kind of embroidered on the front of it.
Well, I don't have anything to really
You want this sand?
If you sentimental value. Besides that ring that I got, I can make you something though.
Yeah, we can hold off on the bed for a little bit. Just know it
Alright.
gives me a little bit of peace of mind to know you'd be coming back if anything happens.
Yeah, I think I will not be running away next time.
That's a promise. And I'll just continue caressing my cloak.
It's not weird at all. Yes, a good cloak, yes.
Who's your good cloak? Who's gonna protect me? Look at you go.
Okay, so what are your plans after lunch?
You wanted to go see the constable, right? With Jordan.
I wanted to go to town hall and get a feel of the town and I don't know. Just talk to somebody in charge, maybe.
Sounds good to me.
See if they know anything about the cults. See if they know anything about what happened in Red Larch or the farmsteads. Kind of gauge their knowledge a bit.
Maybe see if there's been anything going on this town as far as crimes.
Sorry, what?
Maybe see what's been happening in this town as far as crimes goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna be having a meeting with those folk in probably tonight. By the sound of it.
Seems like it.
But yeah,
Alright.
let's check out town hall if y'all don't mind. Pick their brain a little bit.
Sounds like fun.
So you head
Sure.
Yeah.
to. So you head. Yeah, Elizabeth's excited.
Yeah. Velka kind of just like after she kind of like, yeah, I'm just trying a little something, but I don't think it's working.
It suits you.
But you know, if we do need introductions or something, maybe call me Elizabeth. That would be great. Thank you.
You're
Yeah, for
doing
sure.
good, lassie.
Do you also want to go back to Frank, Wilden?
No. Do not.
Right then, Elizabeth it is.
What's the other name? The mine
Frank,
enthusiast?
Frank.
No. We
That's
had a
Frank the
different name.
architect.
No, but we had a name for a mine enthusiast. That does back up, but oh well.
Don't remember.
Okay. Too bad.
Okay, fair enough. So you make your way to the town hall. And there's like this, not so much like a grand hall. There seems to be like some desks where some people are conversing. And then there's like double sets of stairs that head up, and then there's a large double doors flanked by 2 guards, and they just go, "Do you have business with the Water Baron?"
We'd like to.
"About what?"
Various things.
"Oh, okay, well, one does not simply just walk into the Water Baron's hall without..."
Oh, you want me to state my
Alright.
business? Is
Yes.
that what you want?
Yes, that is
my
exactly what I
business is dealings with the Water Baron, referring to the goings on around Red Larch and the. Sorry, I forget the name of this area.
Yartar?
The Ken Yard. No, not this area. The
The
canyon
whole
area.
region. You mean the Desaran Valley?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, the Saran Valley and the farmsteads that were attacked by orcs and cults that are rising up and.
Oh, very well, very well. They just kind of stop you. It's like, yes, just go on in. And sitting... Let me turn this fucking tavern music off now. Sitting at a large desk and just in the process of writing. You can see this regal-looking woman. Yes, good afternoon. What can I do for you?
I'm sorry, are you the water baron?
Ah, yes. Nestra Ruthiol is my name.
Is that a miss or a Mrs.? Or Lady Rathiel?
Lady Ruthiol is fine.
Or Baroness?
Lady Ruthiol is fine.
Or Madame.
Please, state your business.
Um,
Have a seat.
We've recently come from Red Larch. I don't know if you've heard the goings on in the Desert Valley at all.
Yes, troubling times, these, truly.
I was kind of hoping to hear if you had any assistance heading Red Larch's way. They were attacked pretty badly.
Have not heard from the constable in quite some time. I don't believe if he did need assistance that he sent word our way.
I believe he sent it to Waterdeep. Matter for Neverwinter. Do you, which one was it?
I
Neverwinter or
believe it
Waterdeep?
was Neverwinter.
Yeah, to Neverwinter. And I was just wondering if you had heard from them as well.
There might be some correspondence in between my papers over here. I do not have it handy right now. They are in a rebuilding effort, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah, we are part of that ongoing effort.
That is good to hear.
But we also wanted to see if you knew anything about the people that attacked and had also kidnapped that delegation a while back. If you knew anything that we might not be aware of that we can follow up on.
I have not heard much about that. There is enough to deal with within Yart or within these walls themselves. There have been people going missing from this town. Granted, they are not people, how do you say, of status, per se. But still, citizens have gone missing, and I will not stand for that. But as far as
snatched
information...
off the street?
Yes, there's various criminal scum in this town. I know what's going on. Zentarim have a place here, and frankly, I'm not too concerned about them. They do their business as long as they don't harm any citizens. That's fine by me. But these kidnappings...
It's a different element.
It's definitely a different element, and it's hard to keep track of, really, because there are all sorts of less than savory types parading through these streets.
What was the most recent kidnapping?
I believe it was 10 days ago, maybe not even. Just a couple of beggars taken off the streets. Don't know what for exactly. Don't know where they went. And since they don't really have any family or no one looking out for them, no one's seen anything. Either that or no one wants to talk.
So no one that will be missed has been taken?
Not exactly. Poor people and drunkards, mostly.
Any leads?
Not quite, as far as I've been informed.
No clues by any of your men leading to their suspicions on something or some group?
Not particularly. You must understand that crime is very much alive in the city.
Well, it's very fortunate that we arrived then. Any sort of reward for capturing those responsible for these activities?
Why, yes, in fact. If... Uh, of course, I cannot say I would recognize any of them. But if you could possibly get out of them that they have been stealing citizens, or possibly even better, return the citizens to their homes, then, of course, you will be rewarded.
Facts and figures.
Right,
Lady Ruthiel. Facts and figures.
You adventurers are all the same. Very well, then.
I got a town to rebuild. As I said, that is my main concern.
And a noble effort it is.
Does take coin.
I see. Shall we say 50 gold per head you rescue?
How many people have gone missing by your count?
Well, as far as I know, about 10 have gone missing in the last month or two.
But possibly more.
Possibly.
By the All right. I will try to look into this matter.
Thank you very much.
And,
I have my hands full on other things, fortunately. Cannot really afford to step out of here. Not even for a day. This city would go to shit.
Right. Well, let's see if we can help you alleviate the smell a little bit.
Oh, good. Is that all?
Unless my compatriots have anything else they want to ask or concerns, questions.
You mentioned no one that will be missed has gone missing. Wouldn't drunkards still be, part of your citizens?
Well, of course, but as I said, most of them have little family and little people to look after them. I mean, maybe safe from the tavern owners, but of course these kidnappers would not be foolish enough to just march right into the Wink and Kiss and take someone from there. I mean, they have thugs outside for a reason.
So one of the people
Right.
was taken from the Wink and Kiss?
No. Well, not... I'm sorry, I thought you meant, like, right from there, in broad daylight.
Leaving there, I'm saying.
Yes, possibly one of their visitors. Don't know whether they might have been regulars or not. Anyone else?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
No, I didn't have anything to say. I was just like, thinkies.
Big
if
thinkies.
if there is a pause or a place where it seems that more questions can be posed, Valkia will kind of, she has been a little quiet since Xantharum has been mentioned, but she kind of thought about it and then she kind of decided to sneak it in. It's like, well, you did mention that at least a certain black network is operating here and that you do not expect them to be involved. So perhaps you could at least give us what you know in terms of who we can cross out of the list right away then. If there is a certain place they prefer or,
Well,
anything like that.
they are very active in sales, so you can find a lot of them on the market, selling all kinds of wares. Other than that, there's probably some that do their business in the Wink and Kiss. Possibly, you know, criminal underworld type dealings and perhaps maybe even human trafficking. God knows what's going on in that seedy place.
If we embed ourselves kind of in this atmosphere of these folk of trying, in an effort to try and find these missing people, is there any way that we can shield ourselves from your constables or guards should they capture us in an effort of stopping somebody that shouldn't be stopped, of hindering our investigation?
I suppose I could, with the power that I have, make you initiates of the Lord's Alliance. That might help.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm a member of no organization currently.
Very well. Anyone else got a problem with that?
I mean, I presume that all we need is to have one who is the delegate, so to speak. After all of us are just your companions.
I'm sorry I didn't catch that.
Oh, sorry. I will say not in the character voice because it's too soft, apparently.
Yeah, it's too cute. I didn't catch it.
I'm sorry. I will be less cute and more of a bitch. Okay.
Yes.
No, it was that basically Valkia suggested that, all of, like, it's enough if one of us is the official delegate of the whatever it was, I don't remember the name.
The Lord's Alliance.
Yes, that, I'm sorry. and the rest of us are just his companions. But, imagine it in the sweet, sugary voice.
We're just looking for work.
No, oh God, no.
No, I got you.
No, it's just very sweet voice,
Mm-hmm. I suppose that will suffice. And which one of you will that be then?
I just
believe
scoot Wilden forward.
Just kick him.
I will become an official member of the Lord's Alliance.
Very well then. Then, by the power invested in me, by the city of Yartar and the Lord's Alliance, I hereby name you Cloak of the Lord's Alliance, and I shall relay your recent title to my god, so that they are aware that you are investigating under my orders, or request, let's say.
Any code word or signal
Oklahoma.
shared
Safe
between
word.
the Lord's Alliance?
Not exactly, but let me see if I have an insignia for you. A badge, if you will. And she has like this tiny metal badge. It's like a cloak pin.
I appreciate that. I'll be hiding this for the time being, but should I need it?
Don't hide it too much now.
Well, will members of the Zentarum recognize this symbol?
Possibly, and probably be less inclined to have dealings with you.
Right. I kind of
know.
want them to.
Right.
Ah, I see. Well, then you'll be fine.
You can just feel Valkia stare at the back of your head, and in your head you hear, What do you mean you want them to?
To find these missing people.
That's all you hear. This time she doesn't give you ability to answer that.
But I take the pen and thank you, Baroness. Appreciate the faith put into me and try and find these people. My compatriots are very capable.
I
And
see.
we'll see what we can do to alleviate this mess.
Good, good, good. Well then, if that is all, I have much paperwork to attend to.
Yeah, just if you do get some cultists prying around here, just be careful because they are extremely dangerous.
Noted. I will leave it up to you for now, as long as you are in the city, to keep an eye out, yes?
Definitely.
Question.
Hmm.
Can I, during this talking, especially mentioning the cultists and so on, can I possibly make an insight check on the lady
Sure.
to see if if she knows a little bit too much about them or something? 16.
Okay. It seems that she's pretty forthright about the whole thing, and she doesn't know much about cults, and she is concerned with the safety of her own people and what goes
Alrighty.
on in the city.
Alrighty.
Alright, so as you exit the Water Baron's Hall, you once again find yourself in the market square. What would you like to do?
What do you guys
So,
think?
what's
Was
her
that a good move, or I mean, 500, 500 if we save 10 people is pretty good coin, I'd say.
I mean,
Well, if we have to go on 10 different, hunts to go find them.
well, it doesn't seem that likely that they were just if they were missing in this short amount of time. Remember, at large, people missing there were actually taken into account, or well, kidnapped by
Right.
cult, I think. So maybe we can try to look into it from the perspective that it might be some cult doing this. So it's 2 stones, 1 bird. And money for it as well.
Yeah.
Ah yes, the old druid saying, 2 stones, 1 bird.
So where do we start? Do we start with Wink and Kiss connection, or do we look around for another?
Well, I
I
mean,
wonder if waiting for the guys that are going to come to us with a job, I suppose, would be 2 birds with 1 stone.
well, that
Get
would,
their sort of things, and otherwise turn them in for all I care.
I mean, frankly, I think it could be possible to kind of make things in parallel. They build in you for whatever reason that I do not entirely support, but I understand. Wanted to make contact with Zentarim.
Well, they made contact with us, if I'm reading the situation correctly, last night.
Excuse me, what?
The flower was there. What?
Not the flower, but they were putting us in touch with the criminal underground. I'm figuring that's Zentarum. I mean, I don't know much about them.
No, they were gonna put us in touch with someone who had a job for us, and the fact that they were very adamant as contacting us makes me think that it's someone bad, but
Someone
know if
who
we can
has a
pull-
job for you.
I don't know if we can pull, that much of a specific name.
Yeah. So, what I was kind of going for is that perhaps asking around or like looking into that is one thing that can be done. I do have also some ideas where I could try to ask a little, but
Mm-hmm.
I would have to likely go alone for that.
Sure, that's safe in a new place like this. With
Well, I
people looking
mean,
for you.
I do not look like myself now, do I? At least not anymore. So, of course, I would time it well to not be too obvious. But another option is, as Bio said, there are people who might have a job for us, which might or might not be related to this. Not to mention that perhaps do not take this the wrong way by you, but you do seem to have a way of getting along with shady people. So
I mean, a little bit.
a little bit. So I do think that if someone gets to, get along and maneuver their ass out of dealing with Xantherim, it's probably going to involve you.
Question DM, because of my background and the whole
Being a filthy
intimidation
criminal.
factor that gives me, do I think that the Zentarum would be even slightly intimidated by my ship, or my captain?
You don't know. Some of them might be. You might guess
Probably
that
in
some.
the docks.
Yeah. Also that, and also some higher ups might not think much of it, but some lower ranking members.
I mean, it mostly says I can get away with like minor criminal offenses, like not paying and stuff like that. Oh, or breaking doors, by the way, especially right here.
What?
Just for
Really? Does it
reference,
say
yeah.
that?
It says
Fuck.
such as refusing to pay for food at a tavern or breaking down doors at local shops. Most people would not report your activities to the authorities.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, there you go. I roleplay that perfectly. I knew that beforehand.
Mhm, sure.
Most definitely. But it says people are afraid of you due to your reputation, no matter where you go. So it's obviously up to you. But do I think that like, you know, the kind of folk that would be sent out to be like the messenger would be intimidated by my captain?
I mean, it's hard to tell.
God, fuck. Well,
We'd
okay.
have to find out.
Well, I can be of some assistance in this, but I can't promise how far my reach goes.
Well, even if not directly your influence, you are still at least well versed in the way they deal. While
Oh,
I
yeah.
might be to a degree, I'm more well versed in the cruelty they can do, which is not a good thing to bring up or, talk about, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'm not sure I want to be there when you are talking to them.
I mean, maybe it is good to make yourself kind of known as Elizabeth, just to make sure people don't associate you with, you. Because I think if you're going into partially hiding as Elizabeth, it's not going to help you as much. You know what I mean? If you look shady as Elizabeth, then it's not going to be much use
mean-
turning into Elizabeth.
Yes, the point is exactly if I look shady. Dealing with shady people is shady.
No, I mean more so if you're actively
Wow.
going to hide from the Zentarum as Elizabeth. I feel like you're going to end up on the radar, but you might end up on there regardless, because I knew you're with us.
Yes. That's kind of my
Yeah,
point. I
that's
did
fair.
see me with you. So
Only do it.
especially wearing a new look, I'm likely more safe alone.
That might be a good point.
I was gonna say, do they know me? But
Oh, actually,
They might now that you performed and they expect you to perform again.
I mean, yeah, but they didn't they didn't necessarily, at least the group that we fought actively from Zentarium, they didn't know her, right?
I
No.
think that was
She wasn't
there,
with
she
us
wasn't
yet.
there.
Yeah,
She wasn't
exactly.
there.
Exactly.
We
So, yeah,
could
that-
partly split up, change the rooms around a little bit, and have Moira and Valkia stay together, and I'll stick with Wilden to at least create a little bit of separation.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be coming from, well, not coming from me, but they're gonna come to talk to me. So that might work.
Could be a possibility. Also, I think it could be interesting. I mean, shit. What I'm thinking about is to make it seem like Valkia left and then just be there as Elizabeth.
I mean, you just being Elizabeth, I think, kind of does that in the first place. If we
Yeah,
divide
but-
up, we can just say that you guys joined us not that long ago just because we were going in the same direction. And just, we can still say that, like, Valkia had, like, her own thing to do.
I mean, perhaps. In that case, it could be maybe useful to mention her at some point. Openly.
If it comes, I'm not gonna bring it up out of nowhere, but if it comes up, yeah. I mean, if they're gonna tell us they have a job for us and it happens to be about Valkia, that might even be easier because we could just say that we won't be able to catch her because she fucking fucked off somewhere. I don't know. Other than that, I don't think just like bringing it up out of context is going to help much.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
We'll see how
Well-
it goes.
Yeah, but we kind of still are not, we still haven't decided what to do now then. If we want to just wait for the job, if we want to actively search for some, shady, for instance, shady sellers who might be in Zentarium, which probably the whole Salingan, business thing is like Wilden's thing. Or I can go to check on my
I don't think they were buying and they were selling these people. Do you?
I mean,
I
no,
hope not.
no,
not
I don't.
not to mean that's not why we shouldn't visit them and ask them in the marketplace, things like that. It's just
No, I don't think
why
there's.
would they take
I,
these people?
I don't think necessarily. Okay, so to tell you why they could take people, they could take people for the same reason they want to take me, which is because they hunt certain people and they hate certain people, and also they think that certain people are useful after being corrupted and so on. So
I mean,
there are things. There are
it'd be
sections.
really easy. I mean, human lives sell for a lot, and stealing the people that are not that valuable to society is an easy way to make a buck because no one's going to come after them.
Yes, but that said, the Baroness did mention that she doesn't think it's Zentarium.
Right.
Which
She
does-
thinks it's a different element.
Yes, which does kind of play into my suspicion that it could be one of the cults, kind of trying to either steal people to brainwash them or something, or sacrifice them to something. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
Like when
I
you
have a
think,
feeling like I don't know. Maybe we listen to these people tonight. I mean, by all means, chase down any clues during the day now. But tonight we listen to this job offer. After that, maybe we stake out a little bit, see if we kind of, I don't know, we try and catch somebody in the act, maybe, so to speak. We'd have to get really lucky.
Just
If we got no other
so
clues.
you
I'm just
know.
throwing this out here, but what if they weren't stolen? What if these people just went looking for people who didn't have a family as a cult and said, "Hey, we can offer you a family"?
yes, that's again, that is a possibility. Either they are stolen in terms of brainwashed, so you offer them things, you take them away, and then you train them to be one of you, or they could be an offering to something. The same way the Fire Weaker Festival was supposed to be, right? It was supposed to kind of offer to something about the fire, and there were a bunch of people lured in there. So
Yeah,
it
true.
kind of feels like everyone is supposed to die, right?
No, what I more so mean is
Yeah,
that
we did kind of save
if-
Moira's life there. And I don't remember, like,
It's a pretty lit festival, though.
yeah.
Yes.
But
What I mean more
yeah.
was that if they were like forcibly taken and then brainwashed, it might be easy to snap them out of it and bring them back. If they went, by their own choice, I don't know if that would be a case of bringing them back alive.
That would be very hard to do.
I mean, to be fair, it still would be possible. You just have to explain to them that they have been lied to.
Did the
Because-
lady ever specify we had to bring them back alive? She said
Yes.
Yes, 50 for
Oh,
each
okay,
stage.
well, I missed that. Selective hearing, but...
Yeah.
But let's not get to how we're going to snap these people out of brainwash if we don't even know they're brainwashed.
Yeah.
Let's just
Or
actually
alive.
find them first.
I would say
By-
chase some clues for the inn first, and then...
By the way, just
all
for
right
your
here.
information, you were told by you that like the criminal people who would get in touch with you, they would get in touch with you as opposed to the other way around, and also they did not specify a time when that would happen.
Yeah, I know. I know they would come to me. I wasn't going to go to them. But the lady did kind of say, like, stay kind of around the tavern. I'm kind of making the assumption that it's not going to be, like, a week. I hope. If it does, like, take a while for them to come back to me, then we might as well just start moving around and see if they catch up to us.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
No, I know. That's why I'm throwing it out there.
So, what would you like to do?
I would like to. I will probably suggest that Velka will suggest that she would. Okay, DM.
Yes,
The
that's me.
the people I might want to contact.
Yes.
What kind of people are there? Like, is it more reasonable to try to contact some of them during the day, or is it more like sneaking into a speakeasy after dark situation?
You know that most of them actually walk around in broad daylight, but they just don't really, advocate their
Yeah.
alliance.
Yeah.
And also, you know that most of them are spellcasters.
Excuse me, what? Hey. Oh wait.
Lots of them.
Oh wait. Did I ever hear about a dude selling a bunch of magic shit?
Well, you know of one.
No, yes, but have I ever heard that he might be, in the mix?
Mr. Tinkleton is definitely in the mix.
Mr.
By which-
Winkleton.
Yes, I know.
Winkleton.
By which I do not mean in a pile. He definitely is in a pile.
Make a history check, actually, Volkia.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. Well, 9.
Nope.
Okay.
You wouldn't have gotten a name, at least.
Yeah.
You know that there's like a cell around here. A
Fuck.
contact, at least.
Do I know at least some sort of either like a way how to recognize each other,
Secret
or
handshake.
something to mention to another person to see if they kind of react?
Like a badge or a code word?
Yeah, kinda. or like a secret handshake, I don't know. Or even things like, leaving a mark on an item with like specific color of a symbol, or I don't know.
Yeah, that would be more the style of.
Zendari.
No, that's
Probably.
no.
No?
That would be more the style of your organization.
Oh, that's-
Secretive things like that.
Yeah. So, like, do I know any such things that are, that I have been told by now?
You would probably know. Fuck no, I'm gonna have to come up with a passphrase or something. I did not think this through at all.
You can just say, the passphrase. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
For now.
Well, I'll figure it out later. Just
Yeah, so
it'll
there
be
is a
something
passphrase.
cool, and if I just blurt it out now, it'll be something real dumb.
Yeah, so
yeah.
there is a passphrase. That's all I
Yes.
needed to know
Okay, yes.
for now. Okay.
We're doing a theater of the mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, fuck. Yeah, I mean, I would want to probably go. I would say that I want to go and check on some possible contacts.
Mm-hmm.
I will go first to the wizard we bought from.
Mm-hmm.
I will first kind of, inquire about like if he trades with anyone in the city as well, and if he knows about like like other like magic users in town or something like that. To if he has like any warnings that like someone is like just totally useless or that sort of a thing. Kind of chat him up a little bit, maybe.
So you're gonna go over to him?
Yeah,
No?
I'm gonna
Okay.
go there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
it's a shop. It's still open.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm gonna come with her, but stay a little bit away. I'm not gonna like stick with her, but like
Yeah, just outside of the cart.
keep her in my
somewhere.
view.
Jesus Christ.
I'll actually, while that's happening, just kind of peruse the rest of the market.
Yeah, I was going
Okay.
to say
I'll
that
go
maybe
with
that
Rowan.
makes more sense. You would
Yeah.
still hear me if I yelled for help or something. Like, Valkia would very much encourage you to just fuck off.
Fuck off, fuck off. No,
Wrong campaign.
I mean, you're a druid. You can conjure ravens if you need to.
I mean, yes, but they are not fuck off ravens,
it's like equivalent to Jim Dark magic. Instead of doves, it's ravens or snakes. But anyway, you all take your respective positions on the market. You chat up Mr. Winkleton.
Yes.
Um,
I praise quality of his goods. Several times.
yes. Enough with the flattery. What do you need?
Well, and I do kind of, try to ask the things like, if there are any other, like, either magic shops or, like, magic adjacent shops, I guess, or providers, I guess.
Not to my knowledge.
Like, maybe also other kinds of magic, not just the arcane.
There are temples here, I believe.
Okay. And how about a passphrase? Kind of like, in a hushed voice, kind of like lean in closer and be like, can I ask you something personal?
Not really looking for a relationship right now.
No, okay, not that kind of personal. Thank you very much.
Oh, good.
It's more of passphrase.
Aha. Yes, smooth. I see. Just a moment. And he just kind of taps on the side of, like the inside of the cart. And like the door closes and the hatch closes. Right.
So you are.
Yes.
Yes.
Been with the Harpers for quite some time, actually. They are useful sometimes. They keep an eye out for interesting things that I might like, and I keep an eye out for interesting people that might, let's say, disturb the fragile fabric of politics.
Or balance.
Or
Yes.
a balance.
I get what you mean. Certainly.
If you don't mind me asking, you probably know that there have been quite some disappearances in the town. By the way, I mean, it's mostly people who would be not missed, so I presume you are safe enough. But just in case, be careful, please. It would be a hit for the Harpers, for sure.
I have my tricks.
I have no doubt of that. But as you are probably well aware, there are also other factions in play in this town, and some more dangerous than others. Do you happen to know, or do you have any warning for operatives of Zentharin in the town?
Haven't heard much about darker side of dealings, really. I mean, there is also the Hand of Yartar, which is the local thieves guild. They think I don't know, but I am actually very perceptive.
Do you have any recommendations regarding them?
Probably just stay out of their way.
Oh,
But-
wow.
The thing is, sometimes they do auction off peculiar items in the Wink and Kiss, and
Oh.
that has sometimes caught my attention. But
Eh,
most of
I
the
see.
time, they ask for way too much money, and I'm a smart man, so I've never actually gotten into business with them.
Smart man indeed. And as you mentioned yourself, you are quite perceptive. Did you happen to notice any, how to put this, perhaps elementally inclined magic users or people, probably outsiders?
Yes, some of them passed by this morning, in fact. Headed into the Wink and Kiss.
Yes, but in the past weeks, perhaps, any more of such occurrences?
I do believe there were some strange folk that had an interesting aura of elemental air about them. Much like the orb I showed to your friend.
Oh, of elemental air. When you say strange folk, perchance did they look more like monks or fighters, or
Not-
was it perhaps a bard?
To be honest, they were all wearing cloaks. Everyone
Oh,
seems
yeah.
to wear cloaks in this town. Seems to be
Fair.
in fashion.
Yeah, certainly a fashion choice, not a safety concern. Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. When was it that you saw these strange folks, and did you see them just once or several times?
I did see some of them leaving the city 3 days ago, I believe.
3 days ago. No, that seems to be interesting. Yes. If when exactly was the last kidnapping? That's a question to DM.
Right. Like from this town, you mean?
Yeah, from this town. It was like 3 days ago, more or less, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Water Baron told you that it was like a 10-day or less ago. Like she's
Oh,
not
yeah.
even
Yeah. Okay.
not even keeping track anymore because so many people.
see. All right. back in character. That is certainly interesting and something to look out for. Just in case it wasn't clear based on their, hoods and all that stuff, maybe you should be aware of the fact that there are certain cults who have proclivity towards elements in the area.
That doesn't bode well.
Yes, and that is also they are quite dangerous.
Is that why you asked about the nodes?
Well, yes. At least the part about, whether it would be even possible. Perhaps if it is something we need to look out for, then.
Well, naturally, yes. Talking of balance, that would seriously disturb the balance of nature. To such an extent that possibly the Emerald Enclave might get involved.
So, when you say that it would disturb the area, of the nature around, what kind of effect do you expect such nodes would have?
Well, possibly if something like that were theoretically, hypothetically speaking, around in this area, one might experience things such as earth tremors, or sudden violent downpours, or windstorms. Perhaps a heat wave of extreme proportions. Basically, unseasonal weather.
Unseasonal weather.
Yes, extremely unseasonal.
Another question to the DM. The area that was around in the valley, right? Around the entrance to the air cave, temple, whatever. Was there any sort of unnatural, I know that there was a lot of wind in the valley, but did any of that feel unnatural for the environment? Now that I think back about it.
In the Sighing Valley?
Yes.
Not really. It was
not really. Okay.
No. It seemed pretty normal for a place like that, at least.
Okay. All right.
But you can definitely see the appeal for air-based cultists to set up shop there. Go on.
Okay, and would having such a thing underground limit the effects it has on the weather around? Hypothetically speaking. Of
course. Well, at first, this is all proximity based. Probably. I mean, this is just my assumption from that. You must understand that this is magic far beyond my comprehension. But
understood.
I believe if such a node were set up in the material plane, one might first experience minor differences, which would then progressively get worse and possibly bring about a great deal of destruction upon the world.
All right. Very well. That has been very enlightening, honestly, and much more than we could have found so far. So I believe that will be very helpful.
Not exactly a nice little Sunday story,
Well, let's just say it feels like most of these days are not exactly nice Sunday story. Although shopping at your place was absolutely wonderful. Really, you have very good wares. Very good.
Yes. If you ever need something that is of higher quality, or perhaps something that is harder to find, I might be able to find it for you.
We'll keep that in mind. I'm certain we will eventually come to that point. Well, please, if you do notice anything else or anyone else who might be weird, to actually,
Hmm.
do you perchance have sending stones?
And just kind of starts looking around. Sending stones. No, that's not it. What? No. No, no. No, those are just rocks. Why do I have rocks in my fucking...
Valkia just keeps her, face straight. It's like, and it just nods slowly. It's like, yes, rocks. Definitely. Most certainly, they are rocks.
Yes. Yes, I do have 2 of them. Quite expensive, though. 400 gold for the both of them.
Woo! Right. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Shit.
Yeah, well, thank you for letting me know. I will think about it. We might actually at some point buy them from you.
Speaking of messaging, do you have any magical means of reaching me?
Oh, are you cut off at the end for me?
Do you have any magical means of reaching me, should you need to?
Is it just me, or does it always cut somewhere in that sentence?
He asked if you have any magical means of contacting him.
No, I don't. Okay.
Pity.
That was why I was asking, about the
Yeah.
stones in the first place.
Gotcha.
Wait, actually, let me just check my spell list. I might have like a animal messenger.
Animal
or
messenger.
something.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
suggest something.
maybe. No, that's animal friendship. That's the wrong one. Animal messenger. What does it do? She's a tiny beast you can see. Okay, I would have to find one.
Yeah, just
A bird.
just grab a hamster off the ground.
Oh my god. Okay. I mean,
Steal a hamster from a child. Give me your hamster. I need him.
Yeah, but that's just one-way message, though.
she will say like,
Probably just a one-way message to you, maybe. Even that I would have to prepare for it. And fair warning, it would come in the shape of an animal.
That is
And an animal
completely
would talk
fine.
to you.
I've seen stranger things in my time.
I fully believe that.
I am holding 2 talking stones right now.
yes, that is true.
Have you ever, speaking of talking stones, have you ever heard of Galabdur?
Who?
They are quite literally living stones who animate other stones. Have you ever met them? I suppose you haven't.
Well, I've seen a bunch of flying stones. If that helps.
Flying stones?
I mean, do I remember correctly that in the room with stones there were like stones in the air, right? In Red
Oh,
Larch.
yeah, the hovering
Levitating.
rocks, yeah.
Yeah, the hovering stones, right? Okay. Yes, actually, in Red Larch, there has, for a certain time, there have been the Earth adjacent cult dealing with there, and in one of the areas they had in the underground, there was a bunch of hovering stones.
They have what?
Hovering stones. I didn't know how else to describe this to you than hovering stones. They were certainly hovering.
And they were stones.
Yes.
Remarkable.
I need to invite this guy over for drinks at some point.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
So, yeah. In case that is interesting information for you,
It
If
most
you-
certainly is.
if you do visit, we do actually own a property.
He's packing up at this point.
Oh God! We do own a property nearby, nearby the entrance to it.
Right.
Um,
Slap bang in the middle.
as for the place owned by Wilden, the local constable should be well aware which one it is. And it might be, eventually. It is currently the whole town is currently a little bit on the destructed side. They are rebuilding. That is. Oh, actually, have you perchance ever heard? Did we identify that the thing is destruction orb?
A devastation orb, yes.
Devastation orb, yes. We do not know the name for it, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if you ever heard of devastation orbs.
I have not. That sounds terrifying.
Yes, it is. One of those went off in the middle of Red Larch, as it happens, and
Oh
a
boy.
giant-ass thunderstorm came.
I should pay Endrith a visit then. And as you recall, Endrith Valavo
Yes.
is your contact
Yeah,
in Red Lodge.
Yeah. Yes, that I think he would appreciate it. Yes. So, just so you know, that's the current situation there. Don't be alarmed by the visible remnants of that. And if you're visiting and if you're there when we get back there, please do visit. I'm sure Wilden would be delighted to make some more trades with you. This is like candy shop for him.
Wonderful. Red Larch seems like a good place to set up then.
Splendid.
Right.
Uh,
If that is all, I must be going.
Oh, yes. Sure.
And you step out of the cart. The door closes. And you hear some mumbling on the inside. And then, without any horses or anything, the cart just starts
Oh,
making its way through town.
right.
Magically moving cart.
I kind of, I make sure that I look kind of like surprised and I kind of, tilt my head and kind of look
Oh, no.
confused at it. It's like,
How did that
oh
happen?
my, how, what? And then I go find my companions.
Yeah. He was so angry with you that he left. Boo-hoo.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
so
that is what I will say out loud.
sure. Oh no, I am so distressed. Oh,
Oh no,
Woe
I'm
is
sorry.
me.
I sorry I messed up so bad. I wanted to ask him about things and he got angry and left the town. And
Yeah.
then like in telepathy I would go like, so he will be moving to Red Larch for a little bit. I thought you might find that useful.
so what
Well-
are the rest of you doing in the
Alright.
meantime?
I would like to ask you a question, actually.
Okay. Go for it.
About my trident.
Okay.
Since it's still the one that I have to summon, it isn't like an actual physical trident. I'm
Mhm.
assuming I don't have to attune to it, right?
I
Because I
believe
can with the. Sorry, go ahead.
I believe because it is your packed weapon, you automatically attune to it. Do you not?
Yeah, but I mean more so, does it take up like an attunement slot? Because I only have 3 and I now have 5 items that show that they need attunements.
Oh right. I'll
Because it does say if I want to turn in like a normal weapon into my pack weapon, that takes an attunement slot.
right. What does your features list say? Go to your features and go to like Pact of the Blade. Maybe it'll say
Yes,
something
hold on.
there. Meanwhile, Wilden, Moira?
As an action, you can create a packed weapon in your hand. You choose the form you're proficient with it, and it counts as magical. You can also transform a magic weapon into your packed weapon by performing a special ritual. Oh, so it doesn't have anything. Oh, this is a way longer description. Hold on, I'll get back to you once I read this.
Yeah, sure. Wilden, Moira? Anything?
Perusing the
Yes,
market,
the
I'm assuming.
market stores.
See what they have, see who's running them. If any of them are wearing a similar badge to mine, though mine is hidden. Things
Okay.
like that. Just
There are a few Lord's Alliance folks dotted around. Like, bunch of mercenaries seem to be, like, sort of loosely keeping an eye on the place. Not really, though. And yeah, there's all kinds of stuff to find here. There's food, there's different kinds of like raw materials, there's clothing, adventuring gear, you name it.
raw materials such as.
Well, cloth and like timber,
Gotcha.
some iron, although not much. You know, you'd have to find a dedicated like blacksmith for that, probably.
Anyone that looks like they do deals other than what's on the counter type of thing.
Make an insight check.
In the meantime, none of the description mentions any attunement. So I'm assuming that's just not part of it.
Right. I'll give that. We'll assume that for now, and I'll give it another once over and see if I can
Yeah.
find anything.
Because basically it's my summoned trident with an extra feature that would usually be on the trident of his command. But I don't
Yeah.
own an actual trident.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess. Okay, with a 12, Hall seems to be kind of on board.
Bayou, anybody see that looks like someone that maybe we should talk to?
You're looking for some like under the table deals or?
Kind of.
Do I see some?
I don't want to talk to Lord's Alliance people because then I don't really want to be associated with them right now.
Okay. Do I see someone that I don't think is like that shady, but someone who has a little bit more to offer than they're showing?
Make an insight check as well.
I shall. Once it lets me, hello?
Refresh. Ah, there you go.
No, I'm just not like not showing me that I clicked the button.
Well, there you go. Difficult to see, really. Can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, makes sense. No, I'll just say to Wilden, it's a little bit hard to gauge here who's who. It's a little bit risky to just go around asking folk. I can try to just see if anyone would respond to Undercommon, but that's the best I can do.
God.
Maybe not announce our intentions like that.
Then I don't have anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of just look around you. I'm not gonna.
Not gonna buy anything.
I'm gonna go up to the timber guy actually
Okay.
and see what he's selling, how much he's selling, things like that.
Yeah, it's this burly-looking human. Hello there. What do you need?
Day. What type of inventory you got on the lumber there?
Oh, well, I have some fine cedar wood. That's the harder type. I have some mahogany. I have, let's see here.
Mahogany.
Something
I'm glad
that
I'm not
would
the only one.
substantially deal well with exposed to the elements.
I can get some treated for you if that's what you're looking for.
Perhaps. What kind of stock do you have? I'm looking to possibly have a shipment made of goods
Interesting.
to a town.
He kind of pulls up like a pencil from behind his ear and just licks the tip a little bit and just flips around like a flip book, a notebook. So what are you building and how much you need of what materials?
Well, I had put in a work order for a foreman who would probably do better at this sort of thing than I would. But I do have some experience. Looking to rebuild homes, basically. Though in a town that was recently devastated.
Ah, yeah, I heard about that. Red Large, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get any orders in for that town?
Not really. That's strange, actually. Usually, I would get messages from towns that need something rebuilt, but I guess the constable there doesn't like me that much anymore, or something. I don't know.
You two have a problem or history?
I mean, not particularly. He just kind of scratches his pencil behind his ear. Maybe I sold him some wonky materials one time. Cannot imagine. Oh well.
Well, looking to possibly place an order in for that town of material. How much for a few buildings worth would run?
You mean like smaller villager housing?
Correct. Or repairs to existing structure, that type of thing. So yeah, about 3 smaller houses.
Well, with what I have here and back at the workshop, I mean, 50 gold will get you a long way. Probably rebuild half that town.
Well, I already donated funds to that extent. For my personal establishment that I'm currently building, let's say a large banquet hall. How much would that run me?
Let's see. That would probably come around to about 20 gold pieces. Get some nice tables in there. Maybe like a fireplace. Maybe a few fireplaces if you're looking to make a large kitchen.
Definitely want a kitchen. Let me think on this. What was your name, sir?
Davy Percival.
It's funny. I used to know someone called Davy Jones, but yeah, lost track of him.
He's in the locker now.
Yeah. Davy, how quickly could you get said materials to Red Larch?
Let's see. It probably cost a few wagons to get everything over there. Give me 5 days.
5 days. Okay. I'll be back to you, Davy, when I'm ready to initiate those events.
I mean, you can just give me a site for dropping it off, and you don't even have to be there unless you want to escort the caravan.
I'm gonna sleep on it tonight, Davy.
All right.
But most likely we'll be in business.
Excellent.
I'm Wilden, by the way.
Nice to meet you. What do you do for a living?
Enchanter by trade.
Wow. You arcane type. Have you checked out that cart that just rolled into town? Oh well, I did just see it pass by just now.
Briefly. Briefly.
Briefly.
Had some interesting goods. Sad to see him go. But yeah. I did. But yeah, most likely we'll be in business, Davey. I will get back to you on my order and shipment and whatnot. Yeah. By any chance, Davey, I was at the tavern last night, and I heard like people going missing around here. You hear anything about that?
No sir. I just focus on my trade. I mean,
It's probably a good idea. I was just worried as a kind of a visitor in town. My home is is Red Larch now, so I'm just kind of worried, that it's not too safe around here.
I mean, I should probably be fine. I have good pieces of wood here to whack some people with if I need to.
It's always a good idea.
Yep. Whack 'em.
You'll be here tomorrow, Davey?
Every day.
All right. Well, we'll be in touch. I got some business to attend to before I initiate this order.
All right. See you
I'll just
tomorrow.
keep looking around. Yep.
Okay. Moira, you looking for anything specific?
Food. All the food.
Yeah, there's like a little bakery stand with all kinds of.
Well, we're not doing pastries. I'm sorry.
Well, they also have pretzels and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. I'll get a pretzel for everyone.
Awesome. Yeah, they're just like a copper each.
All right.
And then there's not really lots of people selling drink. They don't want to really, or they can't, it seems, take business away from the tavern.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. And I'll just hand over the pretzels eventually when everyone groups up again.
Yeah, I'll say Bayou, were you doing anything specific? Oh, you were
Not
keeping an
doing
eye
much.
out on Volkia. Elizabeth, sorry.
I'll just come over to Bayou with like already my pretzel in my mouth, like pretzel.
Yeah, sounds great.
They're great. They're good. They're soft, salty.
Oh, the
Fresh.
salt.
Right, so you all reconvene somewhere on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's the plan?
Do we have a plan from here?
Don't think we do.
I do spend some time kind of just telepathically telling you the basics of, So I found out that that if there was an elemental node of some element, that this and this would probably be happening around it. And also, the local thieves guild does sometimes auction objects in the tavern that we are staying in. Just so you know.
Okay,
I-
bye.
Okay, bye. I have still no idea where any Zentarim are, though.
Everywhere.
You're sure it's just objects, right? It's not like,
No,
any
just-
people
just
that come with it?
Objects, just objects. Oh, and also, I would have forgotten almost. As she kind of like remembers, it's like, they have seen, some, how to put this, basically people who kind of looked like they might be a lot, like who had like air-ish auras, leaving the town like 3 days ago.
Who's they?
Oh, the wizard. The wizard saw them.
He's only one person. You said they.
Jesus Christ. Yes, it was singular days. Thank you.
Slip of the tongue, maybe?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, for a moment I didn't remember the gender of the wizard. Okay.
I mean, it could be a they then. You don't know.
He has a long white beard.
It could still be a Shira day then.
Yeah.
I never asked him. Okay.
The Lord's Lion's eyes are upon you.
Wow.
I will glare at Wilden.
Can I just push the pretzel in Wilden's mouth and just stop it? Stop it? No.
I'll do this telepathically.
Well then.
I
She
stopped
was
giving
speaking.
you. I stopped giving you ability to answer me.
Wow.
I
That
do
is so
still
bad.
talk to you though, and to everyone. Everyone else does have the ability. You don't. As I kind of go one by one, repeating everything 3 times.
Wow.
So yeah, I will mention that the wizard saw these people leaving, and also saw the ones that we saw in the morning. So there were like the elementally challenged people.
Challenged?
Well, elementally gifted, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, the opposing element. Never mind.
So we got wind people 3 days ago. These people now.
Wind people.
Well, I was kind of thinking because the last person disappeared within like last 10 days. And could have been 3 days ago, or could have been, a little more than that. And it could make, sense that maybe they're starting to try to rebuild the cult of air, But it maybe they were or even before kidnapping, and now it's just like, okay, we need to get the fuck out. We need to retreat. I don't know. Just saying.
DM, when we rescued the people in the monastery, not all of them were from the delegation, right?
Nope. Lots of
Were
commoners.
some of them from Yartar?
I don't recall if you asked or not, but there would probably be some.
Well, yeah, I think I did, but that's why I know that not all of them were part of the delegation.
Right.
I know at least some of them were even like from Red Larch. So
Yes, that
I
too.
do know that. Yeah, so we did ask about that as well. Also, Womford.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
You
So
would
it could be there's a-
you would probably say that Yartar might be like a little. No,
Far?
that wouldn't make sense. I mean, each cult has their different ways, I suppose. So yeah, could be. Even though it's far.
Yeah, it could be one of their strongholds, or at least a cell here of one of their groups doing some of this.
could be. Same way it could be a group going to the Riverguard Keep. I mean, if you are coming and going as, selling something by the ship, it's not that hard to
I'm
hide.
gonna look
people.
around to see if I see any of the cult symbols we've run across
Okay.
on people, on buildings, anything like that.
Just in the middle of a marketplace.
Yeah, or while we're walking someplace, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna always be on the lookout for that.
Okay. Go ahead
Any of
and
those symbols.
yeah, go ahead and make a perception check for that. Okay. Not much catches your eye. See a few Lord's Alliance symbols.
Yeah.
Have anyone gone to check the ship's area?
The docks.
Yes,
I
like
don't think so.
I don't know, like if the city has like dedicated dogs or if it is
Yeah.
just So
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
But you have
yeah, so
not been
dogs.
there yet.
Ooh.
So
I would love to go there.
maybe we could have a look.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shoot it
Yeah.
up.
And we go over to the docks.
Okay, so while you are chewing on your pretzels, you make your way to the docks. Do. Okay. And Bayou,
Yes.
can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Of course I can.
Hmm.
Scared.
Oh no!
9.
Oh no!
Okay, so you suddenly find yourself stopping in place and just like you are unable to move, and with that, the cloaked crushing wave members from before surround all of you, and
Motherfuckers.
that's where we'll pick up next time.
God, motherfuckers.
No!
Time to use my dudes.
Oh, buddy.
They were
Boy
only
fix.
gonna give you like 2 hours to kill this lady.
Yeah, the lady is probably like across the whole
What?
Yeah.
hills and shit.
No, wait, like the Barnacle Boy gave you plenty of time to do something. At
No, I know,
least.
but they gave her the warning this morning, and now this afternoon, like, oh, sorry, you hadn't done it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Okay.
maybe she just pissed them
Well,
off,
well, I mean, they weren't gonna attack you in the protection of the tavern.
I mean, I don't think
Well, that's
spitting on the
good,
table helps.
Because I want everybody to see the can of whoop ass Will's about to open on these people.
Hell yes.
Fuck yeah.
Can of
We
whoop
hope.
Oh god, can of whoop ass.
Ay, ay, ay.
We hope.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall see. Yeah, you never know.
Gonna be fun.
Yes. Okay, so
Can I ask
Yeah.
a quick question to you
Yes.
before you end this real quick?
yes, you may.
The
Oh, there we go.
when I see Bayou make her saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
like trying to save from something, can I add my flash of genius to it? 'Cause that's the way that it does work.
Sure, I did roll pretty high on my stealth for the guy that cast it. So I'll say go ahead and make a perception check, and we'll base it off of that.
Well, it
But
doesn't
is it-
say that I have to see the person casting it. I just have to see
Okay.
somebody trying to save or check something,
Yeah.
Right.
and I can use my reaction.
Okay. I don't know. My argument would be I don't know if you would be aware of this even happening, since it's
Okay.
but I mean, if it would be like a dex save of trying to avoid something, that would make sense to me. But because it's happening in Bayou's willpower, basically, that's
That's why I asked and just didn't flat out
Yeah.
just do it.
also what would that be, like a +4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No.
That's why I asked and just didn't
Yeah, I
say
got you.
I'm doing that.
Right.
But that was my question.
Right.
I figured.
Okay. Very well, but we shall pick up this combat next time, which will be on the 5th of May, if I'm not mistaken. Liberation Day in this tiny country.
Hey.
Hey. Right, so Twitch chat, we will see you then. In the meantime, check out the Discord for dumb memes and, well, dumb memes.
Mostly them.
Mostly
Yeah.
dumb memes. Yes, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.